We're live.
In 5,
I'm
4,
going
now.
to post. Yeah, no, no,
5,
no countdowns.
4,
Just
3,
we're
2,
live.
now. Make him wanting more. Oh, you know what makes me, you know what really makes my blood boil, but in a good way, is the fact that I know that I still have half a fucking Hawaiian pizza waiting for me to fuck up its day later on.
Jesus, Allie.
I went to a Mexican restaurant last night, and because it is, birthday related, I had tacos, a chili relleno, and stuffed jalapenos.
Oh,
and,
what is it stuffed with? Tell me about it. Is it cheese, cream cheese, or cheddar
cream cheese? Cream cheese. You got to do the cream cheese.
That's it. This is why we're getting married, because
right.
there's only one correct answer, and it's that one.
I know. I'm always disappointed when it's cheddar cheese. I'm like, what are you doing? This is.
I'm like,
not
I can't.
Right.
Right. I can't eat this easily. Like, it's just a tang. It's too much tang. And with cream cheese, it's just cooling. I need more cool because that jalapeno is so hot.
And I love when that cheese is hot. When cream cheese is hot and just kind of like melts over your mouth. Oh my.
It looks like you were doing like the cream cheese is hot, and then you were like smelling your fingers.
Right.
like what? I was like, it's so hot, and I was just like, oh god, like this early in the morning.
I'm thinking of that old SNL skit with Molly Shannon where she like puts her hands in her armpits and then superstar.
I love it. I love it. Oh my god. You can do anything you want today, Chill. You know why?
Why?
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. So like anything that I want?
I mean, like,
I mean, apart from murder, hopefully.
Murder?
But,
yeah,
like...
unless it's the purge. Has anyone
not.
ever thought about like what they would do if the purge existed? Like, what end would you be? Would you hide, or would you be like, it's my time to shine?
Honestly, I would live life dangerously and just walk outside. Just
would
like,
you really?
I would. I
Oh
would
my
not
God.
I
care,
can see
honestly.
that 100%.
I would be so scared. I would I would try to lock myself away until it was over. Oh my god, that scares me. That scares me.
I mean, I can see that.
I think I'd murder.
You think you would?
I think I might. So I don't like a lot of like family members. So I've always thought about how to get rid of them, and this is just my opportunity. So,
like,
Scaryforherpleasure does not promote murder, by the way. Allie's views do not speak for all of us, especially me, and I will not let that stand.
Scary is still getting pleasured.
Yeah.
As we speak.
I mean, she gets pleasured every time we go live, like.
Pleasured for like 3.5 hours. That sounds like
she's
great
getting a
fucking
bargain
time.
deal, like.
Sign me up. How do I become scary?
I thought you already are, like.
Yeah.
But I guess this is my pleasure. Talking to all of you fine folk.
Fair.
My pleasure. What's your pleasure, sir? like in Hellraiser.
Yeah. Oh my god, Chill. Your sweater just reminded me. I had a Nightmare on Elm Street hat, like a beanie like this, and I was looking for it yesterday, and I cannot find it.
Sir?
I cried actual tears when I could not find it yesterday.
Sir, look at that hat.
Yeah, here, hold on. Let me. I won't be able to hear you.
Okay.
Freddyzilla.
Shit.
Wow. Allie, we're live. My goodness.
Nobody said he can't hear me, so I'm being silly. Oh, he's watching me. No. Nor.
Yeah, I wanted to wear the hat, and then I realized that my headphones kind of make that an impossibility. But I have it. Can I trust you enough, since we're gonna be Twitch married, that you won't kill me on the purge, and I can just like hang out with you and feel safe knowing that you will protect me?
Absolutely. Just don't like be mean to me, you know. That's like really. I'm so like low. Like I'm I'm the opposite of high maintenance. What am I? Low maintenance? That's it. That's it. That's it.
Think about it,
I'm really glad you
think
got
about it,
there.
Allie. What's the opposite of high?
The worst.
Allie, you're adorable, and I love you.
Alas, I love you. But I'm low maintenance. All I need is someone to be nice to me.
I mean, that's why I'm here. Like,
that's true. I guess I'm with everyone here. You're all
Fair.
nice to me. Just share my love. It didn't
I
sound
kind
right.
of want to. I kind of want to meet the people who wouldn't be nice to you because it would make no sense. But then I might actually want to kick them, and then I would be turned to violence. So then maybe I would purge because I would see people being not nice to Allie.
yeah,
Right, and the people not nice to me go bye-byes.
yeah.
Chillzilla. He's on the purge. He's killing all the people. Chill. Chillzilla. And we're live.
Yeah, we are. Welcome
Jazz
back.
hands.
Welcome back to Scary for Her Pleasure, where Scary's getting pleasured and we're talking about it. I'm Max,
I'm Allie.
and we have two of me and Allie's personal favorite guests here. Chill, whose birthday it is, and
Hello.
Corn. Corn is a wonderful human.
Yes.
We're all a big Twitch family, which Chill. I need to talk to you about that family pile. That
Right.
family pile is a mess.
It's a
There's
complete utter mess.
it
Yep.
is, yeah. Like there are messy piles. But our Twitch family, oh boy.
You know what our Twitch family is like? Has anyone raise your hand if you've seen Society? 1980 something Society. Okay. So only Chill look at this, but Chill, our Twitch family is like the ending of Society.
Yeah.
Right?
We're a little bit shunty.
Yeah, we're a little bit shunty. That's right. That's right.
It was weird hearing Chill talk about the family tree on his stream. I was making breakfast and I was like, am I high? Like, did someone put something
Right.
in my eggs? Like, what the
Right.
hell is happening? Hi, kitty cat CrossFit.
It's Kitty Cat CrossFit.
Hold on.
Yes, let's all flex.
Let's
For
I think I hurt myself.
Also, for context, the Twitch family pile that we have is Chill is my Twitch dad.
Right.
He's married
Yep.
to Allie.
Not yet.
Or
Not yet. We're
going to be.
fiancés. Yeah. Yep.
Going to be.
Yeah.
And Corn is my Twitch grandma who touches my face too much. Specifically.
know that?
Specifically. That is a joke between me and Corn when me and him were hanging out in the bar. I think Chill was there too. Like
Right.
Corn was doing like this shit to the camera. And I was like, Grandma, stop touching my face, God.
Does that make Corn either my mom
So,
or Allie's mom?
I like to believe that Corn is a different grandma. Like he's
Okay.
so
Wait,
he's just like a random
Who's
grandma.
Did we adopt
Like he's
a grandma?
related he's related to me somehow,
We
but
Right.
adopted grandma?
he's
We
not
adopted
either
Corgus.
of your grandmas.
Oh, God.
I would love to be related to Corn in some way, so I'll take it.
Adopted
Thank you so much
grandma?
for shouting out people, Allie. I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
you.
I got you. Double duty, baby.
I don't like the way that sounds, Allie.
No. Modding and potting. Oh, shit.
Potting and potting.
That was good. Come
yeah.
on.
That was
Well, that's
was
it for
so
the
good.
podcast, guys. We'll
Have a
see you
great day,
later.
everyone. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I'll be nervous this year, Katie.
Hi,
Sorry
Katie.
you missed it. Go check out the VOD. It's
Yeah.
7 minutes long.
Yeah. Actually, it's almost 10.
Squeeze me.
Just kidding.
Baking powder.
I'm just kidding, Allie.
You are good.
I'm just messing with you because it's great to mess with you.
I embrace it.
Me and Allie were talking about the podcast earlier, and we were wondering what she was wondering what I wanted to talk about. And I think a good place to start is like, where did you guys get started on Twitch? Like, what made you want to join Twitch? Like, what made you want to start streaming? Uh,
That's a
yeah.
great question.
And either of you can go first. I don't mind.
Corn, do you mind if I go first? Is that okay?
It's your birthday,
Yeah.
and you can go first if you want to.
Have your cake and eat it too, chill.
Right. You know what? I was for a very long time that crotchety old man who was like, I do not understand why people would watch other people play video games, and for years of Twitch, I knew of Twitch. I never paid any attention to it. It wasn't until I got into Dead by Daylight. When I got into Dead by Daylight, I played it a ton, but I knew that I was missing something. Like, I wasn't being able to avoid the killer very well. I didn't know what all these perks meant. And that was when I was like, well, let me turn to Twitch, because there's got to be people who stream this game. And sadly, he doesn't stream anymore, but there's this guy, Tone Deaf Andy. I'll give him a shout out even though he doesn't stream. Tone Deaf Andy, he was this wonderfully nice, even though his name is Tone Deaf, he was meaning it because he can't sing. He didn't mean it as in the way he talks to people. And that is adorable right there to me, that because most people would see someone on the internet called Tone Deaf and be like, that guy must say some wild stuff. So he was really nice, and he would explain everything what he's doing, and he was so good at the game, like avoiding the killers and all that kind of stuff. And I got in there every day and was like learning from him, but I started to realize, like, I saw the same chatters in there. We all started talking. Then in the Discord, we'd have all the, like, I all of a sudden saw the community. Then that's what I had been missing about understanding Twitch for so long, was that you were building a community. And that is when I was like, you know what? I think I want to do this. I would love to play my old retro games on stream and talk with like-minded people. That's amazing. And then I started, and it was a rough start, but my God, do I love where I am here now? 2 years? Yeah, it's only been like 2 years. It's amazing. So that's my story. I saw Corn nodding his head. I wonder if he's got similar experiences.
Well, I was agreeing with you when you were. Why are people watching other people play video games that they could play themselves? My nephews and nieces, they would watch these streamers, and I'm going, game, or why are you watching someone else play this game? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So how I got into streaming is, I hadn't played video games since 2010, with the exception of Resident Evil 7. I played that when I stayed the night at my sister's house, who is a huge Resident Evil fanatic, because she plays the games to conquer her fear of zombies.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Awesome. Yeah.
So, with the exception of that game, I hadn't played any game since 2010. I moved to Los Angeles. I was going to try to pursue my film career down there. It didn't pan out. Came back here, worked for a bit, and became an Uber driver. And then COVID hit.
Oh.
Well, I was only making $30 when I was making like over $100 within, what, 4 or 5 hours. I was only making $30. So I applied for unemployment, and I just sat there. I'm like, what do I do now? And Final Fantasy VII was coming out, the remake. I was like, guess I'll get a PS4. got the PS4 and started playing it. After I fell in love with the game, I played it. But then I was like, okay, now what? And then something sparked and said, there's over 10 years of video games you have not played. Maybe you should do that. Okay, so looking for games to play. And I had a friend who lived in Virginia. And I don't know why. I guess for us to like keep talking with each other, she wanted, I guess she wanted to see me play scary games. So in order for me to do that, that I only knew was Twitch. So I signed up for Twitch and I would play these indie games and she would watch me. And eventually she stopped watching. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I started seeing that you can actually have more than one person watching. So, okay. I mean, with her, I wasn't talking because, she just wanted to watch. And I started doing it. And as you can tell, it didn't take much for me to like, get into it because I've been narrating and commenting on video games since I started playing video games. I would entertain my roommates by playing Final Fantasy and making my own story out of it. And amazingly enough, they would sit on the couch and they would be laughing their butts off. And I'm like, wow, entertained by me watching me play a video game. And
That's
so
awesome.
the same thing that I did when they were watching me, that's what you see on every stream. That's just me commenting, putting my own comedic spin on everything. So yeah, that's a
And you
long.
are really funny, sir. You
It's
are really
true.
funny.
Yeah.
I find myself laughing a lot at your streams.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Twitch, and I have yet to see another streamer that sings to you for any sort of reason. Like, I
Fair.
think the closest would be like Bagel, who will like dance if like a raid comes in or something, but like subscribe songs, and I personally, for me, I get really excited when I'm like, oh yes, I'm like, I get to share my message and I know that I'm getting a song after.
hmm
Yeah, it's
So
great.
true.
Excuse me.
Um,
Really cool.
yeah.
That's really and chill. That's very very similar to mine with Dead by Daylight and probably Max's too, right?
So I got into Dead by Daylight a little bit later in my streaming career. I started with like Phasmo and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like me and one of my head mods were playing Phasmo very early on, and that's how I met like Skittles
Mm-hmm.
and so me and Skittles and Trinity would be playing like Phasmo, like, and we would just like hang out and yeah, it's great. And then getting DBD later, like I played DBD for for like 3 months, and I haven't played it since. Like, I kind of got really tired of it. I was like, oh no. Also, welcome raiders. Glenn, thank you so much for that raid. I love and
Ooh,
appreciate you, my friend.
Glenn, welcome in. Yes. Let me give you a shouty yada
Uh,
Down.
Raiders,
yada.
thank you, Glenn. Thank you so much for the raid. This is welcome to my channel. This is the podcast for Scary for Her Pleasure. And we have a bunch of cool people with me. Mainly 3 of my best friends in the entire world. So we and Glenn, if you need to raid and run, I absolutely understand. I love and appreciate you, my friend.
Aw.
So another thing that me and Allie were talking about is so we all mod for like a bunch of people. Do you find modding for other streamers helps you become a better streamer yourself? In certain ways?
I 100% agree with that. There has been some stuff that I've seen that I didn't even know was possible or I hadn't really thought of. So when it comes to streamer and modding relationship, um, honestly, Azure Kyler and her mod, The Rotten, are some of the best team that I've seen. Like they have cues kind of set up where Azure can say something and Rotten knows exactly what to do to help her out.
Mhm.
Their dynamic works so well, and obviously, I think Bagel and Harry have a very similar relationship as well.
It's not like they're
But there was
married or anything.
right, exactly.
I think that's why
Exactly.
I think that's why one reason why I wanted to Twitch marry you, Chill, is because I'm just jealous of all these like married couple Twitchers, like Bagel and Harry,
Right.
Sleepy Katara, who's Randy and Ral. I'm just like, I want that. I want to
Right.
Twitch as
And I'm honored. I'm so honored. But one of the like a couple things that I've learned is one thing that they do, and I, hopefully I'm not showing how the sausage is made. But
Giggity.
yeah, giggity. It's one of these things where, and mods, I've told mods that when they're in the rewards queue, that they refund back their money. I want the mods to have all the money, channel points, so that when chat is getting a little light or something, like they can use any of the redemptions to try to engage with the community a little bit more or things like that. And I never would have thought of that had I not been in Azure and Rotten stream. And it's really a great way to just kind of like engage a little bit more, because it really does take, it's not just the streamer. There is more like for mod to make sure that people are welcome and things like that I really appreciate. And so yeah, I've definitely started modding with the help of doing things like Nightbot and Mix It Up, but I've definitely changed into a lot more of realizing how much mods are important for just chat engagement. So yeah, I feel like I'm a much better streamer because of modding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Whenever I mod for someone, I'm usually welcoming people in, everyone that I mod for. So I mod for like a range of different people, like from like Skittles to like some smaller streamer friends of mine, and like even like my smaller streamer friends do some things that like I want to add to my stream at some point. Whether it be like commands or channel point redemptions or stuff like that. But everyone that I mod for is just like, Max is a great mod. Like everyone should mod Max, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't have all the time in the world, guys. Like,
That's honestly like one of my only real issues, is that I did end up modding for so many people that I was like, oh, this was a problem. I shouldn't have done that. I don't have a lot of my evenings free. And that's my issue, is that I started modding for people, but then that was taking away from the time that I spend with my family, and it's like, okay, well, I can kind of have to pull back from that, which just makes me, all I want to do is hang out in Allie's stream all night long.
You and me
And
both.
and I'm not able to do that all the time. But I love you, Allie.
Yeah.
Dude.
By the way, the fact that me and you were playing Resident Evil 2 together, that was not planned.
Also, don't believe Pi. I never said that you copied me. I was a lie. I want to say this live and on film that I never saw that. Check the tape. Check the tape.
Pi bullies us all.
Check the tape. Yeah, and it's funny because I'm playing Claire and you are playing Leon, and we kind of are like towards the same spot.
Yeah.
Speaking of mods, the best mod that I have is cornhuskshow.
Oh, he is great.
Corn spends so much time, more than anybody, in my stream either just being there and hanging out. He's hanging out and modding at the same time, and he'll like, leave and like, oh, I have to go and live my life, But like if I have an 8-hour stream, he's there for 7.5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just I always like can count on him like being there, even when he's not there. Like it's totally like fine, but just when like he's there, I'm just like
Oh,
I know that everything's good. I'm just like, Corn's here. If shit goes wrong, he's there. If someone comes in, he welcomes them.
Yeah, he is very welcoming. I was earlier thinking about that because like if you go into Bagel or Harry's stream, what is it? It's like Starlight, Lottie, and Halen are like right on there with the hey, welcome in. And
Yes.
Corn is like that in your stream too.
Yep.
He's just like, hey, yeah, welcome in. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I just yell
Yeah.
at people. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's Pie! And Pie's just like, Max! I'm just like, okay, well, this is gonna go on forever.
I really, if we can all meet one day, I just think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna yell people's names really loud at them.
Me and Pie are gonna like lose our voices within 30 seconds
Yeah.
of meeting
Oh,
each other.
1000%. I'll probably cry because you guys know me.
Oh, if I ever meet Allie, like Allie's gonna get like the biggest tackle hug.
You
Like
and
I'm
I
gonna.
have the biggest. You and I have the biggest possibility because we're not. We're far, but we're not that far.
Yeah,
Right,
like I could.
right.
It would take like 6
We could
hours for me
try.
to walk
We
up
could-
there. Like, I'll do it. I'll walk for you. Like,
You watch me. I'll do it.
I'll start now. Like, don't tempt me. But yeah.
Corn, how do you feel about modding in other people's streams? Make
almost.
sure you say the right thing because you're in mine a lot. So just no pressure.
No pressure.
I love modding Allie's streams. It's my favorite thing to do. Check, please.
Your check's in the mail. It'll be here in 5 days.
To add to what Chill was saying, the only issue I have is with Allie, of course, but I mod, I guess, 7 different channels, and well, there are times when you're like, oh, why did I do this? Like, I'm against the person that you're there, but now it's the weekend. You promise this person that that you'll mod for them, and they're counting on you, and so you're like, oh. Or I've had, in fact, last Friday, occurrence where I was modding 3 people at the same time. Allie, AS Mace, and AMC. Allie doesn't normally stream on Fridays, and then AMC. So I was like, I had them all up, and I'm like,
That's me literally
You should-
every night. Like 3 of my friends stream at the exact same time, and I'm just like, ugh. Like sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna pick 2 of these people and just do those 2 for the tonight, and yeah.
and I feel like a failure sometimes because I'll like, okay, I'm gonna go get something to snack on real quick, and then you walk off, and then you come back, and someone's had a raid, and you're like, oh my god, I missed your raid, and there's like
Oh yeah.
they're like, they're so busy, they're not focusing on streaming anymore. They're trying to say hello to everyone who's coming in, all the new chatters, and I'm like, oh, get on.
Corn, what have we learned? What have we learned? We're not allowed as moderators to get up and have a snack, tea break, anything. We just have to stay put. No, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that that's a voluntary thing, right? That's like we're not getting paid to mod for you. You're not getting paid to mod for me. If you can be there and you want a mod for me, like absolutely. If you just want to be there and you don't like want to, do shout outs or whatever, totally fine. I would rather just know that I have someone there in case I get a bot raid, in case I get a hate raid. That's
Yeah.
for me. That's more important than me. I can do my own fucking shout outs. That's easy,
Mhm.
right? It's a very nice and caring voluntary thing that you do that for me. Don't expect it, but it's very sweet. I just want my mods there just in case something bad happens for me. I won't like think straight. I'll just be like, I don't know what to do, and I'll start freaking out. And I just need to have people there that could be in control to take care of it. And that's what's most important to me about having moderators there. Not to give people shout outs, it's to just make sure that I'm safe from people who don't are not supposed to be there.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, that's why when I asked most of my mods to mod for me, that's why I said I don't ever expect you to show up. Like I'm giving you this because I appreciate you. Like yeah. Right now like I really only have technically 4 like mods who actually like mod for me. Everyone else is just kind of like a VIP
Right.
like a very very important person to me.
Right.
So
Vivip.
Yeah,
the
one of
VIP
my first mods was All Around Psycho, who had never used Twitch. Like the only reason he has a Twitch account was to watch me. He's my friend IRL. But I was just like, I think I should have a mod, so I'm gonna mark you a mod, and then maybe we can figure out this mod thing together. But I just made him, and I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't expect you to do anything. Well, now throughout all these years, like, my mod team consists of Doc Frost, who is not just a mod, not just a really good friend, but a really like someone I can really bounce channel ideas with. So, he and I are just really good friends and are very connected with how we do the channel. I consider him definitely a part of the channel creation, kind of behind the scenes. But then I have Hey Axelar and Pie Crust, and I have never been the person who would be like, "Hey, can you give out a shout out to this person?" But when you can reach that point where you have mods who are there regularly, who you can actually say that, oh my god, does that make streaming so much easier
yeah.
and nice? Because then I'm focusing on what I want to do, which is the content and talking, and I like talking. Have I mentioned that I like talking? Because I love talking.
I think you've mentioned you like talking.
Please keep talking. I don't like talking. Talking is my least favorite activity. And yet I do it all the time. I never shut up. Like
Right. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, even Axel, like she just said, we got your back, and I know that she just I'm trying to say things vaguely so they're not necessarily in detail, but there are some things that I do. There's things that I like to avoid, and we had a little bit of a situation, and Axel handled it, and then she messaged me, and she's like, "Look, if you don't like the way I did this, or," but it was perfect. It was something that I had been avoiding, and she just took it upon herself, took care of it. And when you have a mod that you connect with, who knows your channel, who knows what you're looking for, that is like one of the best thing. And and I do, Corn. I think I definitely feel that with you and Allie. I think you know exactly what she's going for, and I can tell that. Yeah, that's why you're primo mod there.
Groovy.
That's what you are.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I can drop a Bruce Campbell, I will.
Oh, do it.
Yes, I love dropping my favorite actors.
Me too. Dropping them into my pocket so I can bring them home. I want a Polly Pocket Bruce.
Oh, that would be amazing. Hey, it's like the ones from Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I want one, but not mean ones. I want
Not mean ones.
But not the ones
No.
from Evil Dead the game though. Like
Right.
No, not those
Right.
ones either. Just ones that are nice to me that are also Bruce Campbell.
Right,
just ones
right.
that are nice to me. Allie just wants.
Remember my
It really says a
requirements.
lot that Allie just wants people to be nice to her.
Uh-huh.
But like, why would you be mean to Allie? Like, what is it? Look at Allie's face and tell me you would want to be mean to that. Like, that's just, you're just an awful person if you want to do that.
Right. Right. Exactly. I agree.
My mouth hurts from smiling. Hold on.
That's usually what happens on this podcast.
My mouth hurts.
I mean, my body hurts every time we do this. Like, I get off a stream and I gotta like go walk around, but my legs are just like, ugh, no.
I gotta go think about my life decisions.
Kilo says Allie would give a roundhouse. I would love to watch that.
Welcome in.
I would love to
Kilo.
see you
It's good to see
roundhouse
you,
kick
friend.
somebody.
I'm very, very nice until I'm not.
I believe that.
But it takes a lot to get me there.
I mean, I've
when
seen
I'm
you
there-
mad before, and that's terrified me.
You
Like,
see me? Playing Stray.
I mean, yeah, when you got mad playing Stray, I was scared. Like, I was in tears, scared. It was.
I'm still a baby video game player. I'm learning stuff about myself, and I'm learning that cats and Zerks are my enemies. Like,
Wow.
I fucking raged, and the fact that like everyone was like, "You didn't have to do that much." Like, I could have just ran to the button or whatever. When I'm spending like an hour and a half trying to destroy all of the fucking eggs for them to just eat my ass anyway. So fucking mad. So
Wow.
fucking mad. Oh, you too, Axel? Yeah, still learning. I'm still learning. Still learning.
Baby's first video game is not Stray.
Baby-
Right.
Anything but Stray.
But it's baby's first rage quit.
Baby's first rage quit. Did you ever finish that beautiful platformer? Chris?
Chris?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
That-
I played it a
game is
little bit off
gorgeous.
stream. Yeah, I played a little bit off. And then I got stuck. And then I said, another day.
Walking in on you playing that game was rough. That day that I walked in on you, you were talking about pussy on the go or something like that. And I was just like, all right, so I immediately want to leave. And that was a rough time. I'm sorry. But
If I remember, I think it was a great time, but
It's
well,
it's
you
pussy
and I
on
are
demand.
very fair enough. Whatever. I do not care enough to to
I'm
remember.
very sorry. You walked into me talking about Netflix banging and playing a non-horror game. You were like, Allie's sick.
I was like, who the fuck are
Yeah.
you? And
Yeah,
why the
Allie's
fuck
is-
do you know Allie's Twitch password? Like,
Alright, you're definitely not her.
I was like, hey Allie, and I immediately was just like, I'm leaving. Where's the X button?
So, you know what sucks about playing games like this, and I think that Corn might feel the same because we've spoken about it, is that when you play a game, when how do I say this? I feel like I'm a very niche streamer, meaning I do kind of one type of thing, and that's horror, and I scream, and people like to see me scream and like to see me in terror. They think it's funny, my reactions, blah, 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 right?
beautiful.
So when I go to play something that's not horror, I have nobody in my stream. And listen, it's not about, right? It shouldn't be about that.
Right.
But the reason why I joined Twitch is because my roller derby team shut down. All my friends were, so many of my friends were, I lost contact with, and I wanted to find friends in a community. And if I don't have friends there to be there with me, to watch me and to react with me and to, chat with me, I'm like, I get really sad after. So when I play games like Gris and Stray, and I have, single digit viewers, I'm like, I shouldn't be playing this. So then I go and play stuff offline. Like I like Kakarot, Gris, chewing all those things offline. But if I don't play that game with those games, I feel like nobody wants to watch me, and it sucks because I do want to play more like different games, but I'm afraid that like then everyone's gonna get bored and be like, oh well, this is not what she does,
Right.
And I think like certain games will do that to you too. And you guys feel the same way?
Yeah,
Most definitely.
absolutely.
When I started out, I knew that I wanted to play horror games, but I wanted to branch out and do retro games as well. So I came up with a concept of what retro Friday retro night, and I noticed my numbers were low, like really low, like 5 people were watching me, and I'm going, oh, I don't understand. Well, why is that? And it only took me 2 days to realize, oh, you've established yourself as a horror streamer. When you're not playing the game that you established yourself as, people are like, well, I'm here because I like the scary games, and I watch you play these scary games because most times people who are watching you either love the game, are curious about playing the game themselves, or the third, my favorite category, the people who are too afraid to play the game, so they'd rather watch you play it, so they do it vicariously through you. So when you switch over and you're playing like a Double Dragon, they're like, I can play this myself. I don't need to watch you play it.
Yeah.
I learned quickly that okay, if I do a retro thing, it's going to have to be a retro horror game. Otherwise, the numbers are it was just sporadic. Sometimes it'd be, I only did it for a month. One day it was really good. And I was like, oh, I finally got it. Next week came around, and again, it was 4 people again. And I'm like, okay, this isn't working. So, and yeah, I do the same thing. If it's a game I want to play, I put it on the back burner for a game that I will play offline. Because I have a bunch of those. I just haven't had a time to play them yet. But yeah, exactly what Ali says. Once you establish yourself as a category, those are the people you're going to attract. And when you go against that category, sometimes, I mean, not everybody's going to. Some people are going to watch you no matter what because they they're here for you. But then there's the other people who are like, oh, I'll watch this. And they're playing a scary game,
Yeah.
So exactly what Ali said.
And maybe it's just different because I am a morning streamer. I think there's still, I mean, let's face it, there's millions of people who stream on Twitch, so like there's always going to be sort of competition, but I feel like there's not as much for me competition wise, just because I'm in the morning. There's not as many morning streamers.
Right.
But I found like it's similar to what you guys are doing. But I did find a couple ways of committing to it. But like when I started streaming, I had regular Dead by Daylight streams, and then that community from Tone Deaf Andy would come over and join me. But the minute I stopped playing Dead by Daylight, like this community was into Dead by Daylight. So if I wasn't playing it, they're not interested. It did not mean that they didn't like me, but they're really into Dead by Daylight, and they were kind of following that around. And at one point, I tried to start as a horror streamer, but my demeanor, the way that I act, doesn't necessarily lend itself to a very good horror streamer. I still love to play the. It doesn't. I don't scream that much. I don't like what I find that I love about horror streamers. Ali is the prime example. I love people who get really freaked out, and I don't. Oh, she's. Exactly. As I've said, if I ever write a movie, I'm definitely casting Allie as the main scream person.
It's
Yes.
Hurls. Hurls is here. Sorry.
Hey, Hurls! Scaryzilla rebrand
Girls,
time.
welcome in.
Hi, Hurls. I love you.
So what I ended up having to do is sometimes it's the continuing of it. So I had to ride the waves of the having viewers, and then when I would switch a game, having no viewers. But now I feel consistently when I play pinball, the pinball people show up. And then when I switch over to retro games, the retro people show up. I had to keep going because I knew that I was going to play these games. These are what I wanted to play. And I still believe 100% that when a streamer loves the game they play, that is the best stream to watch. So, now when people come in, like I now have hey, welcome to my channel. We play pinball, retro games, and roguelites. And I pretty much keep to those three. And it's been nice to see that community sort of keep coming in. The other thing that I do is I no longer put retro when I'm doing like an old game. I actually still list the game. Because most of the time for like NES games, I will put it in there. I just found that I'm going to get overlooked in the retro category because there's so many retro streamers. So when I am listing like actual Final Fantasy on the NES, I get those people who are really into Final Fantasy NES to come in and talk about the game with me. So I've been more trying to put the specific game than doing the general retro category. If I was big enough, I would do retro because it's a much better way. Like I do believe you're going to find more people who are broadly interested, but I know if somebody browses retro, I'm not going to show up for a really, really long time. So I'm going to get overlooked on there. But that's just that's just what I've done.
It's like Dead by Daylight. Like everybody's playing Dead by Daylight. Like if you're like, you need to be in thousands to even like be seen, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I do think it's a good game to stream, though.
I
think it's a good.
I do too. With that segue, would you mind? And Hurls is here too, first time chatter, first time here. If I can tell my kind of Twitch upbringing story, because it has to do with Dead by Daylight and Hurls.
Yay!
So
we love Hurls.
We do.
Can confirm.
So I have never played video games before. When I was like a kid, I would like dabble in like Pokemon on the N64 or something, but it didn't really finish any game. I never finished a game ever in my life. And I was very active in roller derby, and when the pandemic hit, it stopped. And that was my friend group. And I lost a lot of my friends due to the pandemic. So I saw one of my friends on Twitch, and I started getting more into podcasts and Twitch, and not cable anymore. And I'm like, this is fun. And I'm like just having so much fun playing games, and people are like chatting with her. I'm like, she has these people and they all like her. I'm like, shit, this is awesome. And I was like, can I do this? I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to play games. What do I do? So I was like, I told my husband, I'm like, I heard about this game. I think it has Jason in it, right? So when I went to go set up I bought a PC. I never had a PC before. I bought a PC, and then I'm like, I need that Jason game. And he goes, no, you don't want Jason. You don't want Friday the 13th. You want Dead by Daylight, because that's the one with Ash. And I'm like, yes, the one with Ash. That's the one.
Yes.
So I started on Twitch, and I just played Dead by Daylight. And I played Dead by Daylight for probably 8 months to 2 viewers. And it was not the experience that I wanted. I thought that maybe I would have I didn't find that community yet. Just kind of like how Chill said that he didn't find it yet, and like kind of a rough start. Mine too. I didn't find it. So I was ready to just give up and just be like, fuck this, because this is not. I wanted to make friends, and I'm not making any.
Right.
And then so after like even like if you guys look at all of your successes, like after a year I had like maybe 100 followers. Like I just nobody wanted to come, and I started getting people coming to my chat who were mean from Dead by Daylight, and like
Oh,
calling me names, and like
the
saying
worst.
calling me fat, and like all these like horrible things, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just fuck this. Then my friend Ranch Beardy started streaming, and it kind of gave me like a little, like, oh, maybe I'll stick with it. And, that was cool. And then like a month later, Katie, probably nervous, started streaming, who's my best friend in real life. And I'm like, I can't quit now. Like I can't, like this is I can't quit. Even though like I feel like this is a waste of time for me. Nobody's hanging out with me. I can't quit now. Katie messaged me one day and she goes, "Hey, I found oh, no, not I found, but she goes, "Hey, that game that I was telling you about called From the Darkness? My friend Hurls is playing it on his stream right now if you want to go check it out." So I went over to Hurls' stream. It was the first time, and Hurls was playing From the Darkness. He was talking about shit buckets. We were I was like cracking up, and I see everyone in like the chat. So I start writing, and people start saying hello. I meet Mr. Lalo Gaming. I've met a bunch of people in there, and then I was like, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna try to play this game, and it was my first game that I played that was not Dead by Daylight, and so many people from Hurls' community came in, and then we just, it kind of started from there. And playing that game, I found out I was a screamer. So that's when
That's
like
yeah.
so that's when like the shtick started of like Scream Queen and stuff. So I was like, all right, I stopped playing Dead by Daylight because it was just toxic to me at that point, and I started playing these short indie games that were terrifying. And that's when everyone started to come in, and I started making, building a community and making friends. So I'm so glad I didn't give up. But my God, that was a rough start for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I consider Hurls my first Twitch friend.
Mm.
Oh, I just fell off my
Girls.
chair.
Damn, your chair really hates you.
It
Jesus.
really does. Corn clipped it. Me falling off my chair, and I was like, God damn it! But I was streaming the other. I was like, oh.
I love where all this is going. I'm gonna have to go in just a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was gonna say I'm sorry, but it is my birthday and I have
It
family in
is.
town,
Of
so I
course.
have to go. But can I bring up some horror movies? So
Yes,
we
please.
have not
absolutely.
talked about them even this
Yes.
last couple times.
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone else watched The Menu? I just saw it.
No, it's on my list.
Friday. Oh my gosh. It is okay, it is horror, yes, but it's also really like it's a commentary about the world at large. So
Mhm.
like I don't want people to go in necessarily watching it to expect straight up horror
Mhm.
because it's not like it's super gory or anything.
Mhm.
But oh my god, Ralph Fiennes is so good.
I can't
And
wait.
the woman who is the other main character is amazing. I loved it so much.
I'm
So I was
gonna go watch it. Well,
I think it's
yeah,
streaming on Peacock.
it's streaming on Peacock. I think it's on HBO Max. I know that I have it. I know that I have it on download.
Okay.
Because my husband watched it without me, so now I gotta
What?
go. Now I gotta go watch it.
How do you guys do that? Because I watch it's on Disney as well. Are you joking or is that serious? There's no way the
Dude, if a horror movie ever shows up on Disney Plus,
That's
we're
amazing.
gonna have a good time. Like that's gonna be the greatest day of my personal life.
No,
Well,
for real? Okay.
Well, just a quick like aside, just because that relates, is that there was a movie theater near me years ago. Remember, there was a movie called The Last Mimsy that came out, a child's movie, and then The Hills Have Eyes 2 came out the same release day, and they accidentally switched the film in the theaters. And
Oh,
I don't know
no.
if you guys have seen the first like 3 minutes of The Hills Have Eyes 2,
Yes.
but
yes.
a woman gives fucking birth to this thing, and then the guy like clubs her on the head, and I just laughed thinking about all the children who are
Yeah.
crying at that moment. It
No
brings me so
kidding.
much joy. It's not about me. It's about you. Happy birthday, Chill. Chill, we do want to ask you a question though, because I know that you have
Whoa.
to run do birthday
Okay.
stuff, but this is a very important question.
Okay. Okay.
And that is, what is your favorite scary movie?
Oh my god, this is so hard. This is so hard, but it.
Can I guess?
Giggity question mark?
Oh, please, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so wishful thinking is it's Nightmare Part 3.
Okay.
It
is not.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
go ahead. Go
Well, it
ahead.
has to be a nightmare movie because you're wearing a Freddy Krueger sweater.
You're a nightmare.
Nightmare on Chill Street.
I hate to say it. It is not a nightmare.
All right,
movie.
so that's it for the podcast,
Oh.
guys. I'll see you
Yeah,
later.
that's
I'm just
All right, well.
Congratulations. You are still alive.
God damn it.
for now. Just kidding.
It is. I'll if you still want to guess, it is. It is a movie that a lot of horror fans say is their favorite movie. So it's not an unheard of answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
1982?
Yes.
That's top 3 for
Yes.
me, baby. Top 3.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a
It
good
is
one.
all over the place. They capture paranoia in such the perfect way.
God.
And you know, even in today with 2023, it also captures fragile masculinity as well. Like it really covers all this, but like, okay, there's no women in that movie, but I think that's honestly what makes it so good, is because you even see how like all these guys want to be tough and they can't, because they're scared. And I think even though they weren't addressing it back in 1982, it fits really well in today's look on it. So I love that movie. And then there is nothing there, like when I think about something that's horrifying to me, it is that fucking head being ripped from that body and then growing spider legs
Yeah.
and running around. That is horrifying. Well, and then let's not forget the chest compressions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, that
that
was
Oh
scene
my
makes
God.
me-
such good effects.
Yeah.
I know.
Max and I were actually talking about this last episode because I was saying that one of the most perfect scenes in any horror movie is the very beginning of John Carpenter's The Thing, because I like to think about it as the beginning is the dog is running towards the camp, and there is the, what was he, Finnish, Icelandic? Norwegian guy running behind the dog, yelling something in Norwegian. And there's no subtitles
Right.
for what he's saying, right? And usually in movies, if someone's speaking another language other than English, they'll put subtitles so you can know what they're saying. I like to think that this was what's the word I'm looking for? A purposeful thing.
Mhm.
This was intentional. This was an
Right.
intentional thing by John Carpenter, because we know what he's saying.
Right.
He's saying that's not a dog.
Right.
He's
Yes.
saying, I got tingles. He's saying that's not a dog. And they end up killing him.
Right.
And that's how it starts.
Yeah.
And it's even better the second watch when you realize that's what's happening. And maybe that's not what the intention was, but to me, that's how I think of it, and it's a perfect beginning.
I'm 100% with you that was intentional. It has to be, because why else would they pick a dog? There are definitely things that we as humans fall for all the time, and the big belief is that dogs are innocent. Dogs are just completely innocent and kind. If they want us as the viewer, the first time we're watching, to see the innocent dog and then the what do they call it, ramblings of the wild person who we can't understand, with a gun trying to shoot this innocent dog, so that we feel that. Of course, the movie's called The Thing, so we know something's a bit off as the first time viewer, but then I completely agree with you. It hits even better than when you watch it the second time, because you know you know that at this point the rest of the movie would not even happen had they shot the dog instead of there.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
So good.
Is anybody gonna go see Cocaine Bear?
I want to.
You talking about it was the first time I heard of it on your stream the other day, and I was like, "Is this about a bear on cocaine?"
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would hope so.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in
So-
my life.
So here, okay, it's actually you'll see people say it's based on a true story. The
Uh-huh.
true story is fucking sad. Okay, like there was a drug deal that a bear out in the woods interrupted, but the bear actually like ate all this cocaine and then overdosed and died. But so that's super sad. But in this movie, which is directed by Elizabeth Banks, by the way,
Love her.
fucking love
her.
Elizabeth Banks. So this is her
Right.
this is her directorial debut. So I'm
Is
so
it?
excited. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
shit, good
So I'm
for
so
her.
so excited. And from what I hear, she knocks it out of the park. But this is basically that horrible story of this poor bear doesn't understand what drugs are, dying. This is now the revenge of that bear that the bear never got. Because apparently, yeah, the bear gets so coked up in this movie and then goes on a wild rampage. And I cannot wait. I will actually
Features are my thing. I love it.
Yeah. Speaking
So
of
I really
Cocaine
want to
Bear,
try to get my family to take me today because it's my birthday and I can do whatever I want.
That's awesome.
I don't think she did, Hurls. I'm gonna look it up though. Oh, say Max, what were you saying?
No, Corn. Did you want to say something?
I don't want to be that guy, but I think she directed the latest Charlie's Angel reboot. First.
Oh.
That movie. Anyway.
Oh my God, you're. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. She's done a lot. I'm so sorry. I thought for sure she did a part for movie 43, which is a bunch of anthologies. It looks like
Oh,
she
that
directed
movie.
Pitch Perfect 2.
Oh, that movie.
And then yeah,
Sorry.
Charlie's Angels in 2019, which I didn't know there was a
Sorry.
Charlie Angels movie in 2019. And then Cocaine Bear. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to spread lies at all. Thank you, Hurls and
False
Corn.
information.
Right. Thank you, Corn.
Fake news.
And Hurls for keeping me accurate.
Thank you, Hurls.
Yeah.
We love you.
Hurls calling you out and Corn confirming that
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Thank you. I
With that
need
said,
that
happy
sometimes.
fucking birthday.
Okay, so I know Allie did I gotta get this in before I gotta go because I just did either of you two, Max and Corn, did you guys at all watch Terrifier 2 in the movie theater?
No, I watched it with Jam Gamer on Discord. And I watched it not willingly. I watched knew everybody else was, so I wanted to know what everyone was talking about. I did not. I know Allie hates me saying this. I did not like that movie. As soon as he does the chainsaw thing in the first one, I was like, "This isn't."
Terrible. It makes me sick.
And that was the limit. So I've seen it, yeah. But there are scenes in the second one where I'm like, why?
That scene
Fair.
that you know what that scene I'm talking about is. That scene was committed on a broad named Allie.
Right.
How do you think
Just-
I felt? I felt victimized in that movie theater as I held on to Katie's hand.
Just
Poor
And he
Allie.
brought the bleach. Come on, give me a break.
justice for Allie right
I still
there.
have not seen that
Justice
movie.
for Allie. You have not seen it?
I haven't seen it. No.
Any interest?
I mean, yeah, I want to watch
Yeah.
Terrifier, but I still gotta finish up the Evil Dead movies. So
Oh, definitely.
Oh, please
I'd say
do.
Evil
said
Dead
so.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Allie,
there's
Allie's
priorities.
held me at gunpoint before and be like, finish these fucking movies like
Right,
now.
right.
Like,
Yeah, definitely. Evil Dead. I've said it once and I'll say it before. Evil Dead has never put out a bad film at all.
I
Maybe there's some that people might say that are not as good, but I hear all these
Those
people
people
talk.
are wrong.
Right, I hear a lot of people that are saying that they're nervous or they think that Evil Dead Rise is gonna suck, but I just think they're preparing because how long can a franchise keep going? But I'm sorry, this group of people, Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, who I know they're producing, but they still take a lot of care and they pick the right people, because that Evil Dead remake, that
Oh,
was
uh,
Sam Raimi
fantastic.
produced that. He did.
Right.
Fede Alvarez was the director of that. So, and
Right.
that remake was, if I can say, the best reimagining of any horror movie I have seen.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
100%.
I'll
So
slap
this
a bitch who doesn't agree.
right. So this Evil Dead Rise, like I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like on TikTok, I see a lot of horror content creators out there talking about how they don't know because Bruce isn't in it, and it's like, come,
Bruce,
you guys. I know.
fun.
Well, they're talking about how Bruce is not in Rise.
We
the
don't
new
know
one.
that.
We don't know that. We don't
know that. You wait till after
So-
the credits. No one believed me, and there he was.
There he was. There he was. So I'm so excited. So yes, definitely watch all that. The thing about Terrifier, and the only reason I want to mention this is my last thing to go, is that I do have a complete love affair with practical effects. They always, to me, look so much better. And I don't know what makes me different from other viewers, but like that chainsaw scene that you're talking about in the first movie, I love that scene, but I love it in a way of like, oh my god, how did they accomplish this entire thing? Now, is it sick and disgusting and oh my god, I can't believe it goes on that long? Yes, agreed to all of that. But I'm also like, that is an amazing feat to pull off because it requires so much practical effects.
It looks real, and
Right.
you feel it because it looks real. It's
And then
insane.
so the second one, over the top goes like I described Terrifier 2 as the Office of horror because it's just they keep the camera rolling for way too long. So here I am, my family's not going to go see this movie with me. One, I wouldn't want my daughter to see it, even though I want to watch other horror movies with her. She's 11; she can handle it. Come on. But my wife has no interest in watching something like this. So I went to the theater by myself, and there are, a handful of other people. It wasn't packed by any means, but there was a handful of other people. Seriously, almost every time Art the Clown would like wave at the screen or like honk the horn or like start to do something, I was laughing really loud.
Mm-hmm.
This should not be the community that I feel embarrassed for laughing, but no one else was laughing. And I'm like, did you not watch the first movie?
I also was not laughing. I was scared. That clown means he's coming to chop my tits off. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
All right. You're lucky I was hovering over the report button. That's funny, Hurls, with there. Okay, with all of that said, you guys, I love you so much. I will definitely want to check out the rest there.
Love
Max,
you,
when I disconnect, you're gonna have to fix all your stuff again.
No.
I apologize.
It's all
I
good.
apologize.
It's all good.
But-
I'll just do it on on the fly.
So I am going, just so you guys know, I don't do horror all the time. Today we are going to a place. It's a bar
Mhm.
that has like an outdoor thing with a bunch of fires around so you can keep warm. But it's you can bring your dogs and then the dogs can all play together. So I'm gonna drink beer and watch my dog play with other dogs. This is gonna
love
be
that.
That sounds
fantastic.
amazing.
So
Have the
Alright.
best time.
Love
All
you,
right.
Chill.
bye.
Love you, Joe. Bye.
Love you
Happy
too. Bye.
birthday.
Thank you.
Hearts. And then there were
See, look
three.
at the podcast screen. Only Allie is perfect. like, like I'm the only one who, or Allie and Corn stayed perfect. Yeah, it's fine.
We're perfect, Corn.
Yeah.
Your favorite horror movie should be Children of the Corn. That's what it should be.
It should be.
But I don't think it is. I have a prediction that your favorite horror, I don't know what it is, but I predict that your favorite horror movie will be a movie I don't like. I have a hunch, and I would like to know if I'm correct, sir. I posed
Well,
you the same question.
I'm the worst person to ask for a category favorite film. I I can no longer do that. I I have different categories for different films.
So
Um,
give some of your horror movies that you really love. Doesn't have to be one. Give me a few. Give us a few.
I would have I would have to say one of my highest movies. Thank you for moving me in the center bottom. Thank you.
Do you want to be
Um,
center top? I
It's
can
all
move
about
it.
you. It's all about Husk.
I grew up not to give away my age, but I was a John Carpenter baby. So first Halloween, if there was anything, it was the freaking music. Fantastic. Fell in love with it. But it was Halloween 2. Oh my god, I watched Halloween 2 more than I watched the original. And I know it's not John Carpenter's directing, but I love, and still to this day, I love Halloween 2. And yes, I I don't like being in hospitals after hours because I still have that fear that what if Michael is walking down? So Halloween 2, and then the movie that got me into Stephen King, another uh, John Carpenter product, Christine. Oh,
Such a good movie. I love that movie.
gosh. Yes. If it's not the story, the freaking music, just
Oh, yeah.
oh my, oh my goodness. And I felt old because I was living with a roommate in Los Angeles, and they were watching me watch Christine, and they were like, "This movie's cheesy. I don't understand why you like it." And in my head, I'm like, "This is perfect. Look at it."
It's everything Corn loves. A red car.
Corin loves
a
red
red
cars.
a red murderous car.
May not be attracted to that.
I
You know,
mean,
to choke you if you're into that. You know, if you're eating pop, choke you.
well, we know what Corn's into.
Is
You're
that corn?
hurting
Does
your.
that corn does that car represent Scary? And Scary's
She's getting pleasured in the car, like.
And a thing I love. I was going to tell. I was going to show chill this, but sometime I don't know. Sometime I plan on getting into this beauty right.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks great.
Awesome. I didn't know
I'm
there
gonna
was a
steal that
video
from
game.
you.
Is that on Steam?
No, it's PlayStation 2.
What the F?
The audacity, for real.
By the way, oh, that's beautiful. I can't play it. By the way, oh, Chill says I played that back in the day on my 360. Nice.
I have a 360. I can go buy this game. Hold on.
So, Corin, really funny. You were so I fucking knew it. So when you were just like my favorite movie of all, there are some movies, horror movies on this planet that I think should not exist. There aren't many, but one of them, Halloween 2. I hate it. Halloween 1 is the perfect movie, and then Halloween 2 is fucking garbage. And I absolutely love the fact that you and me think different of that. No, Corn! Wait! Corn!
How could this happen to me?
Corn! Wait, okay, well, since he's gone, we'll pretend that he's here, okay?
I need an LAG in my life.
Thank you! Thank you, Corn!
She screams so wonderfully. She belongs in a movie.
Oh, I'm so glad you forgive me.
You want some coffee?
I would love some coffee.
Allie does
Oh, thank you, Corn.
make the most amazing O faces.
I really appreciate that. I know that you had time to think about.
You know, sometimes I think it's illegal that Allie has a stream deck, and this is one of those moments where this is one of those moments where I'm careful of what I say because I'm afraid Allie's gonna use it on a stream deck.
You should, because if you you know, don't watch out, I'll get you saying this,
I'm gonna give my girlfriend the Midnight Meat Train.
and then you'll forever be on my stream deck.
Problem. I never know what I'm going to say until I say it, so I can't monitor. It comes out like, uh-oh, and then it's clipped, and then we have Allie who's recorded it for all time, all time.
Own you. It's just because it's a way I show love. I show love by immortalizing you loving me.
I see. Okay.
See, like this
I'm
is
not
the
narcissistic or anything.
this is what I'm gathering from this podcast is anytime Allie gets love from any of her friends, she's just like, I'm gonna keep this forever and I'm gonna use this against you whenever you say that you hate me.
Lying to you when I'm having a bad day, I'll play this one for frills.
I think Allie is fucking hot as shit. Like, I think she is sexy as fuck.
And I'm like, okay, I can
Fair.
wait another day.
I just imagine you sitting in your room, bawling your eyes out, just like with your earbuds in, listening to that, and you're just like, oh, thank you. And then you just keep playing it over and over again, nonstop.
Yeah.
Poor Allie.
It's me. It's my stream deck over and over again. Tell me I'm pretty! Tell me I'm pretty!
Uses for a stream deck, and it cuts to Allie, just like big crying, like replaying. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm pretty.
Please say something nice about me. Say something nice. Thank you.
Oh, it's a voice recorder.
You know, it's moments like this that I'm really glad that me and Allie have started this podcast together.
Also, we have this like running meme where we just go at each other's fucking it's like Twitch streams and we're like, hey, you're cool. You want to start a podcast together?
You know, every time we say that, I'm just like, okay, so we're starting 5 different podcasts, like with 5 different topics. Oh boy, that would be a handful. We'd never get anything done. Like
We wouldn't. We would never. We would never. Oh, fuck. God. You got to get on that Terrifier. Now I'm thinking about it. I can't
know.
stop thinking about it. But no, Evil Dead comes first, which Evil Dead, the first one, my favorite movie
Oh yeah,
of all time.
Evil Dead is my 4th favorite movie. Horror
Fourth
movie.
favorite.
4th.
What's the first 3?
The first one. So in order, it's the 1932 Murders in the Rue Morgue, the first Halloween movie, the first Hellraiser.
Oh yeah, and the 4th one's Evil Dead. I'm just
Yeah.
like, what's next? Keep me in suspense. Have both of you seen the Hellraiser movies?
I've seen only the first one.
Only the first one too, or Corn?
I thought that I'd seen Hellraiser 1.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Hellraiser 1 I had been watching. It was Hellraiser 2.
Okay.
What's the difference?
So Hellraiser 2, actually, they go into more of like the story of like Pinhead. So like it opens up with like his kind of like story, which doesn't match the story today, but it's like fine. In my opinion, as a horror, what would you say? Well, when people drink wine and they just know, what is it called?
Connoisseur.
An asshole?
Connoisseur, an asshole. That's right. As a horror connoisseur asshole, I would suggest only watching the first two Hellraiser movies, and then I kind of sort of like the new one. I
heard
liked.
people enjoy 2020. Was it 2022?
Yeah. It was 2022. So I went into it. I'm like, I'm not gonna like this like at all. And Corn didn't like it. Corn didn't like it at all. That's why he ran away. I like the fact that they in the movie they do it's you find out that like they explain like about the lament configuration and like more backstory on that, which I thought was cool, and I really like the designs of the Cenobites. Also, every time I say Cenobites, I want a Cinnabon. Corn, you have very strong opinions as you just walked away, unless you needed to fart, which by all means, go ahead.
Wait, before we go on, every time Corn walks away, I get an image in my head of just a grandma speeding away with her walker for some reason. I'm
Kilo,
sorry. I'm
Q is his
sorry.
origin.
I'm sorry, Corn. It's just the fact that I consider you my Twitch grandma just works its way into my head every day, and it's a problem. Like, I'm sorry. I mean this with all the love in the world, I promise. Just the thought of a grandma just speeding her way away from us is just amazing. Anyway,
Carl's cracking me
continue.
Up in the chat.
Well, everything Ali said is.
Wrong. We said Sarah. Sorry, go ahead.
Ali said my issue with the new Hellraiser, everything, visually was beautiful. The Cinnabons, they were beautiful. They were.
The Cinnabons were beautiful.
Yes, my favorite restaurant from hell, Cinnabon.
You get a with spikes in it and everything.
Yeah, there's like electricity coming off of it. There's like hooks coming out of it. It's shaped like there's like a little like lament configuration on top of it. Or no, that's the box that it comes in. The box that it comes in is a lament configuration. Yeah.
With the movie on the main character herself.
She was terrible. She is so unlikable. The main characters were so unlikable.
I hated her so much within the first 15 minutes. They set it up like, okay, all right. We knew what her problems were. We knew what her issues were, and how everybody else. So you're thinking, okay, maybe she's going to take this into account. No. Gets your brother killed. You think you learn your lesson. No. You get more people killed. Maybe she'll learn. No. But time I'm like, can we just kill her, please? Like I was done with this movie. Like the only way this movie can redeem itself is kill her because she deserves it. And yeah, that's why I was yelling at the screen,
the characters. The main girl and the boyfriend suck. They're horrible characters. You already said that he got his sister. She got her brother killed. I wish that you saw it, or I wish that during the film they did a flashback and showed you, because they don't show you anything. You just assume you hear scream, you know what I mean? So that I was kind of like, that was the shitty part for me. I hated the characters, and I hated the fact that you don't see the brother again. What I really liked, besides from the design of the Cenobites, the Cinnabons, which I thought were incredible. I love the design. And them teaching you about the lament configuration and all the other configurations, which I thought was really fucking cool. I loved the part in the car where the Asian friend gets fucked, not literally but figuratively. That was cool because it was kind of like you look back and she's like in half dimension, and I don't know, I just thought that was like a really really sick part. Um, I liked the ending. Like it sucks, but like I liked that she chose, the lament, and you find out that that represents A, B, and C, right? And then the bad guy, I assumed, got to be turned into a Cenobite now because he traded in his
Yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
I do recommend watching it, Max.
Mhm.
It's for anything, for the design of the Cenobites. I think as a horror fan and as a fan of, at least you have seen some Hellraiser, I think you would like it just for kind of that aspect.
Mhm.
I really like the explanation of the configurations. As a big fan of Hellraiser, that was something that was never given to us in any of the other movies. So getting to hear about that, hey, it's not just one, it's A, B, and C. This is what they all represent. This is the wishes you can. It's just real. It was really cool to me. And I'm usually the person who's like a tough critic, and I put down a lot of these movies. I like this one. I don't know what I just did. I think I liked it more than most people, which is odd for me because usually I like movies that everyone hates.
Probably did.
What?
Huh?
Did you say I'm probably dead?
Said you probably did like it more than most.
Oh, most people. Yeah,
Mm.
because when I recommend movies to watch, it's usually like Brain Damage, Basket Case, Frankenhooker. Like, it's those. And I'm like, this is the best movie. And they're like, this movie sucks dick. And I'm like, no, it's good.
I enjoy Basket Case. I think it's a good
Thank,
movie.
thank you.
Um,
And we're not talking about Green Day.
No. I gotta say, the lament configuration is my favorite horror movie item of all time. I think it's just like,
Oh.
I just think like the scene in the beginning of the first Hellraiser, spoilers, of when Frank's opening the lament configuration.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my favorite scene in most of like horror. And just
being ripped apart.
yeah, and just like all the ways that it like opens, like it like has like a piece that slides out and you like pull it out or whatever, and then you like turn it at some point. It's just all cool.
More reason for you to watch the new one, because if you
Mhm.
like all that shit with configurations, they add so much more, and that's what I liked about it. Like, because I really like that too. I actually own a bunch of lament configurations. I own a regular one. I own one that you can kind of like slide. I have one
That's
that
a tissue box.
I have the tissue box.
The tissue box is my
I have
favorite.
Corn will know this, but I have the Leviathan configuration.
Okay.
It's in the new one,
Oh,
and I
okay.
have a one that's a lament configuration. That's the chatterbox one.
Oh,
So
sure.
you pop open the top and chains come out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
I love. Yeah. Is there any items in horror movies that you guys like? It could be anything from like a weapon, or like it could be anything like Jason's mask from Friday the 13th or anything like that. Like it doesn't have to be iconic, you know.
Um, off the top of my head, one. It's not one, but I really loved the scene in Cabin in the Woods where they went down into the basement and there was all of the props. And
Yeah.
each of the props, if you chose it, it would unleash a certain type of evil. So like if they continue to have Corn, have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
Okay, so like if they remember when they were playing with the ballerina, like if she would have completed, doing the music box, the ballerina, the Leviathan ballerina would have came to fuck up their day. Instead, they read from the diary, um, and the Buckner family came up and
Yes.
fucked up their shit. That I thought was really cool. Item wise, I mean, the lament configuration, of course, is iconic. I feel like Ash's chainsaw and the boomstick is also really iconic. Um how about you guys? How about you? How Corn? How about you?
I've never been asked that question. Um,
You know what another one is? While you think about a Corn that I just thought of that you might like as well is, do you remember like in Jeepers Creepers he had like the throwing star that's made out of human skin.
Yes, and like
So those
teeth
were
and
in the
stuff.
yeah. So he used that in both 1 and 2 for
Mhm.
sure. 3 and 4 were Blognapu, but I know that in 1 and 2 he used that throwing star,
Yeah.
which I thought were cool. You also have like, if you're gonna go like old school, you also have Phantasm. Phantasm has the balls,
yeah,
right? What
there.
Okay. On that note, I'm just kidding. Speaking of Jason's mask, Corn, I'm just gonna give you a little more time to think about it, if that's cool.
Sure.
Speaking of Jason's mask, like no one understands. Like it's really weird that Jason doesn't get his iconic hockey mask until the third movie, and like he doesn't even show up till the second movie. I kind of hate how he gets his hockey mask though. Like it's weird by that weird kid. Was it Shelly? I think
Fuck
that's his
Shelley.
name, dude.
I don't
This like when he gets was it like pinned to the door and the girl like sees him and he's like, oh my god, Shelly's dead, and it's just like that 3-minute long one take of her walking around the house screaming. I love that scene to death, purely because it starts with the worst character dying, and then the like my favorite personal character screaming for 3 minutes, and then she gets like the best death in the movie, in my opinion, where she gets like the fire poker poked through her.
Oh yes. Oh my god.
I love
That
Friday
hurts
the
me so
13th.
much.
That scene just like makes me like unbelievably happy. Like like there's very few horror movies that make me feel like genuinely happy. Just specifically that scene just is great.
That's how
yeah.
Jason Lives makes me feel.
Yeah.
Like that specific movie, Jason Lives, makes me laugh so much, and I'm so happy after watching it.
Mhm.
Like just so fun. The deaths are ridiculous. God, there's just
Right.
so good. Oh,
That's the funny one, right?
Jason. Yeah, I think it's I think it's the funny. I mean, there's Freddy versus Jason is also hilarious.
I agree.
Spoiler alert, it's not Jason doing the killing. Is it that one?
It's Jason Lives, the one where he gets zapped back to life by a lightning bolt.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. I know.
The one that it's
I
not
was
him
thinking.
doing the killing where he possesses all the kids.
It's the one where spoiler alert. The kid that's eating all the chocolate, and he ends up getting, well, let's just say he asked the wrong question. um to find out the one who's been killing everyone in the film is his Faja.
Oh,
the like
Austin Powers Faja.
the like medic dude who like
Yes.
like when you first see him he's like a medic, and then like he like goes away for half the film.
That one's the funniest of all of them. I laughed my off when I shouldn't. But
Another one of my favorite scenes from Friday the 13th is the character Demon, who's the guy who makes the enchiladas and then has to go to the porta potty and shit. But when he's shitting, he's like singing a really good song in there. That's my favorite. I love him.
baby, hey baby. Yeah, my brother and I, we love that.
The first time I saw that scene, I died laughing. It was great.
Dude, the fact of how it brings me so much joy how happy Corn just got. Can you please sing the song for me?
Yeah. Ooh, baby, hey baby, and of course it was him, and then his girlfriend was singing with him.
Yeah.
So it was, ooh baby, hey baby, ooh baby, hey baby, Ooh, baby. And then she didn't respond because she was dead.
Oh my god, it's so good. I'm so excited that I get to meet Kane Hodder this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And you
he's
didn't
going to
bring
be.
me. Okay.
He's going. No, he's going to be a CT horror. Come on down, baby. Let's fucking go. Art the
I would
Clown's gonna be
only
there
I would only go
too.
for you though. I would get your autograph.
What's really funny is that so Ducky, we kind of met at CT horror. We passed each other. Then I got invited into an Evil Dead Discord. He was there. It was just very odd, right?
Mhm.
So this year he's like, I can't wait to meet you at Connecticut Horror Fest. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play a game with him. And I'm like, if you can find me. And he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I'm like, here's the thing. I will text you and I will say, I'm here and what I'm dressed as. And it is your responsibility to find me. And if you don't, it is what it is. He's like, I want to meet you so badly. I'm like, then fucking get to twerk. You got like, I'll be there for like 8 hours. Oh, Showstopper TV. I love Jason in New York scene when he did the one punch knock the dude's head off. Is that in
It's
Jason
true.
Takes Manhattan?
Yeah, that's
I made out during that movie. I didn't see it.
I mean,
it was in the background. I guess
Jason.
I technically saw it.
It's a good
He was
background
on a
movie.
boat. He was on a
It's
boat,
Jason
right?
on the boat. Like that's
Jason on the boat.
that's pretty much the whole movie. He's in New York for like 30 minutes at the end of the film. Like,
Yo, I'll take him around New York. I should have been in that movie. I'd be like, Jason! Then I go, we get some fucking $1 slice pizzas.
another like I don't know if it's New York, but like the scene from Killer Clowns from Outer Space where the like the small clown like what are you gonna do, knock my block off?
What are you
And
gonna
then
do?
just, like,
Knock my block up. Wait, I changed. Wait. I changed my answer now. I changed my answer. My favorite item in any horror movie is the cotton candy ray guns.
oh my god, my friend
From
Stony
Killer
has the cotton candy ray gun.
I got one
She's
too.
great.
I got one too.
Nice.
After we were
I wish
talking about it,
Stony
I'm
was
like,
here.
ooh.
Stony would contribute really well to this conversation.
Wait, has Korn seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Uh-oh.
Yes? No?
I have, yes.
Oh, you have. Okay. You would like you put your head down. I'm like, oh no, is it in shame? Killer Clowns is one of the greatest fucking movies ever.
I agree.
It has so much. I love the fucking guys in the when everyone's in like make out wreath or whatever at the top of the wharf, and there's the ice cream guys, and they're just like, that's ice cream for when you screw, and they're just all like, it's just so fucking
I
funny.
love that scene at the end with them where they like fall into that ball pit and there's the two like female clowns. And where it's like, are you the friends? Like, that's my favorite scene.
He's like, are you Debbie's roommates?
Yeah.
Because earlier in the morning he was saying, he was like, well, is she a roommate? He's like, yes, she has roommates with big boobs. And then at the end, he's just like, are you Debbie's roommates?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie is fucking perfect.
I agree.
Music is great. It's just so fun. I love it when they ring the doorbell and the fucking bitch answers and the guy goes, pizza.
Oh, pizza's here. That's what the girl says.
Yeah. Oh, pizza's here. Pizza. And it's the three clowns.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I guess
she's
I'll
not like
accept
put
this
off
pizza.
by it.
Right. I guess I'll accept this pizza.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What do you do when 3 scary clowns show up at your door with a box of pizza? I don't know. Not take the fucking pizza.
And the little popcorns, they come to life.
That movie just uses like the whole like circus like clown aesthetic like to its full advantage. Like, I wish that's kind of what Stitches did. Like, Stitches does like the same thing, but I feel like Killer Clowns does it a lot better in my opinion.
I like the lore of Stitches though. Have you seen Stitches, Corn? It's a it's on Amazon Prime if you are interested in seeing it. It is a British film. It's very British. about an evil clown essentially, but it's funny. You
Yeah.
know, I don't think it's supposed to take itself seriously, but the kind of like it had a I thought like a decent story for. It's hard to do things with clowns, right?
Yeah.
It really is. Like I know we've seen so much success with it, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We've seen Tea and Crumpets. We've seen Stitches. But like besides that, like Eli Roth's clown, there's so many clown movies, right? If you say that there's like 1,000 clown movies, I just named 5 that were successful. You know,
Yeah.
so it's hard. So like even if there's like a little something in it, I'm like, ooh, I'm into this. Eli Roth's clown. Have both of you seen that movie?
I know of that movie. I have not seen it.
Okay. I'm just gonna give you a little brief synopsis because I think it's a really well done film, and it's not like overly like Eli Roth's movies are overly gory, and it's not too much like that. But Clown is just like it's about a family, and they're having like a birthday party, and the clown doesn't show up. So like the dad finds like a clown costume and puts it on, and the more he puts it on, the more it doesn't come off.
Oh,
so let's say it like that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Goosebumps, the Haunted Mask.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if in the Haunted Mask, when Carly put the mask on, she wanted to murder children.
Yes, as all clowns want to
As
do.
all clowns do. After the tea and crumpets.
First tea, then murder.
Boss, but it has to be like boss tea, then mutter. Or something like I'm really bad.
Well, Allie
just
just offended an entire race of people.
I really did. I'd like to apologize. Hold on.
Allie does
Another
not speak
appropriate
for
time to
all
use
3
this.
of us.
How could this happen to me?
I'm really sorry. Hurls, anyone out there who is British, it's just Hurls is British. I was like, no, Hurls is
I was
Australian.
gonna say, is
Hold on a
Hurls
second.
British?
Hurls is British.
Okay.
Hers is proper British, eh? That's not it. That's
Hurls.
not it. I can't do it. Hurls, I'm just gonna stop.
Hurls.
I'm just gonna stop right there.
Don't cancel my podcast
No!
partner. She's too cute for people to cancel.
For fuck's
I'm
sake,
sorry,
I'm
Hurls.
sorry.
Hurls, I love you.
I'm so sorry, Hurls. Hurls, you're the best, and you deserve all of it. You deserve. Here you go. I came. You deserve it all.
Poor. This podcast is just bullying Allie. I'm so sorry, Allie. You deserve better.
Corn, stand up for me.
No, that's
Nobody-
my job.
As my mod, Corn, you must get rid of all the evil that comes near me.
And
Oh.
Allie's just like, stand up for me, Corn, and Corn just walks
Oh.
off. Corn's
Corn,
like, fuck this
are we
shit.
looking into each other's eyes?
What do you see?
I see kernels.
So, Hurls, how's it going? It's good to see you, my friend. While these two look into each other's eyes, you and I can have a conversation. I'm just kidding.
So we have a couple actually horror movies coming out
Yeah.
soon.
Whoa.
We do. We have a couple of major movies coming out. We have Scream 6, which is going to be
Oh, yeah.
Malagnapu. And then we have Evil Dead Rise. So we have Scream 6 coming out the first weekend in March, I believe, or maybe the second weekend in March. Very soon, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, I believe. And then we have Evil Dead Rise that comes out in April. And I will be there opening night with my chainsaw because that's how I do.
Short story for everyone who doesn't know. Allie fucking hates Evil Dead. Cannot stand Evil Dead. She's only watched all, 3 movies? 4 movies? All the movies out of spite. And all, 7 seasons of Evil Dead? Of Ash vs. the Evil Dead?
I've watched all 3 seasons 7 times.
Yeah, out of spite.
I hate it.
Not out of love for it.
My religion is not Bruce Campbell.
She only plays the Evil Dead game out of spite, and for specifically so she can get motion sickness and throw up all over the franchise.
Mhm.
And she hates Ash in in DBD.
I hate him so much. I got him tattooed on me just so I could be reminded of
Just
how much I hate him.
yeah, just out of spite. Allie's spite is immense for Bruce
I always
Campbell.
there he is. I could look at him.
And you have a
anytime and I'd be
plushie
like,
of Bruce
"You."
Campbell, so you can like put pins in him.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I am, of course, absolutely kidding.
I
Allie,
love Bruce Campbell and
Yep.
Evil Dead.
yeah.
It's kind of my thing, guys.
I love that you're hugging Chucky and you're like, Evil Dead's great. Like
Horror! Oh, the horror. As any Corn, are you a Scream fan or an Evil Dead fan at all?
I love the first Scream. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Absolutely.
The
That I agree with you, my friend.
second one, I also like.
Mhm.
The third one I didn't like as much, and I thought that was going to be it. I thought it was going to be a whole trilogy thing, and then they made 4. Like, okay. Then they made. I can't even tell you what happens in 5 because I do not remember.
I only thought there were 4 Screams. When you said Scream 6 was coming out, I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. Like, what do you mean Scream 6 is coming out? I've only seen Scream 1 and the first 2 seasons of the Scream TV show.
I have not seen 5. And for the Evil Dead, the first one I watched last in my lifetime. The first one I saw, believe it or not, was the second one. And I didn't really get it. I wasn't sure if I should be laughing or scared. I wasn't sure.
The correct response.
All of the above, just at the same time.
Out. And I fell in love. I've never seen a movie whose character has so many one-liners. It's ridiculous. I fell in love with this movie so much everywhere I went in the early 2000s. Like, I'd watched it when it first came out. Sam Raimi, his camera flying and all that. But it wasn't until I rewatched it that it was so bad that every place I worked, I would tell my friends about it. And then they would watch it. And then we would come to work and we'd just be quoting the lines over and over.
Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
That movie is just like a treasure trove of one-liners. And everything.
Allie literally cannot contain her enjoyment right now.
I mean, everyone in that movie is hilarious. Yes, what the hell? You got the bones and everything. Yes.
Last night, well, that was just pillow talk, baby.
Allie.
Yeah.
So, I've never seen our Army of Darkness, but there's a scene in Army of Darkness where Bruce Campbell goes into a cave. I think it's at like the end of the movie. I've been to that cave.
No way.
Yeah, that cave is the 60s Batman cave. That cave is the cave in Evil Dead or Army of Darkness. Several scenes from Star Trek have been filmed there. Several scenes from Power Rangers have been filmed there. That scene is like, or that set is like has been pretty much all over pop culture. Like that cave is great, and I've been there. And I thought I should let you know that.
Awesome! I love that.
I'll send you a video later of like everything that's been filmed there. There's a really good video of like that captures most of what's been filmed there. It's great.
I haven't been to anywhere cool. Well, being from Long Island, of course, Amityville. So, my friend lives about like 2 blocks away from the Amityville Horror House, and she, so whenever I would drive to her, we pass it. it's super disappointing because all over the lawn is just like private property. Don't enter. You know, someone lives there, and they remodeled it a lot. Also, what I thought made the Amityville Horror House scary was the eye windows.
Ah,
And the eye windows are on the side of the house. You can't even see them when you're driving on the street.
well, that sucks.
Have you been to? I mean, you're from a state that, you know, movies are shot and stuff. Corn, have you met any celebrities or been to any celebrity spots or like places where movies have been filmed?
Yeah, I have. Uh, well, don't forget, I lived in Los Angeles for maybe 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I I worked at FedEx office. I encountered and talked to a lot of celebrities. Um, not to toot my horn, because well,
He's met Bruce Campbell. I'm sorry, Allie.
Have you met Bruce Campbell?
No.
If Corn, if we, you know, listen, wait, Max, I gotta say something to Corn right now.
Okay.
That's from the bottom of my heart. Max, please witness me saying this.
Okay.
Corn, we have known each other for at least 8 months. But that's how long I've been subscribing to you. I think it's 8 months. I think we're about to have a baby. Which means that for at least 8 months, you withheld information that you have met Bruce Campbell. I would have been heartbroken by this news.
I would have told you.
I know, and that's why I would have been heartbroken. Be like, we don't keep secrets from each other, Corn.
Right.
We don't keep Bruce Campbell from each other, Corn.
I met a lot. People who stand out, of course, are Lance Hendrickson, who plays Bishop on the Aliens movie. He was the android.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He was. Who else? Andy Garcia. Uh, there's a lot. There's a lot of people. I met Worf. Holy crap! From Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's I can't remember everyone. Lafayette from True Blood.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that was sad.
I loved him. He was one of my favorite characters.
He was my favorite character. So
He's so flamboyant, so gay. I loved it so much.
Those are the best characters in my opinion. Like,
if you got a flamboyant gay on your show, that's the one I love. I absolutely love him.
So, as horror, okay. Actually, they're in the same movie. John Carpenter, Keith David.
He's the nicest guy.
He's
so nice.
And he smells like I want to say he smells like cinnamon. He was the best smelling man I've ever smelled in my life. I can't explain it, but he had this aroma. And he came to the store like many times, and every time he came in, I'm like, that man smells wonderful. And I'm not. Why do you smell like that? I'm just. And Meg Foster, who also played Evelyn, and who was also the love interest slash betrayer in They Live. She's got the eyes.
Yeah.
And, oh my god! When I saw her, I turned into like a little kid. I was like, oh. I was helping her, like, but I wasn't going to let on. I knew who she was, but
right. She knew. They have to know, like, you know what I mean. Like, I did that when I worked at the movie theater, and I was about to clock into my shift, and my manager said, "Oh, you just missed Adam Sandler." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he was just here seeing Cats and Dogs with his family. He's right next door eating pizza." And I was like, "Rosie, I'm like, you have to let me go into this pizza place." And she goes, "Are you clocked in yet?" I'm like, "I just clocked in. Just let me go get a soda." Give me 5 minutes. So I go next door. He's in there with his family eating pizza. And I go and I order a soda and I sit down like a creep with my friend. And then we wait until he's done and then we get up and we introduce ourselves. And that's
Wow.
that's what we did. My mom was really good friends with. Have you guys seen Casper, the Friendly Ghost? Yeah.
The live action movie or?
Yeah, the live with Christina Ricci.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the bad guy? It's a woman.
Yeah.
She has a voice like this.
Kerrigan, I think is her name.
Yeah. Her real name is Kathy Moriarty. It's the actress's name. She lived in my same town. She was really good friends with my mom because my mom was the crossing guard over at her kids' school. And I remember one time we were talking about Hannah Montana when I was younger. Not now. I don't like Hannah Montana now. I just would like to put that out there. We were talking.
You're covering it up real well, Allie.
I'm covering it up real well. I'm not sweating or anything. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it. Stop, Allison. So she was like, oh, my daughter likes daughter likes Hannah Montana. You should come over sometime. We'll watch it together. And I'm like, you're the lady from Casper. I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. I never did. Sure, Allie. Why can't those audio clips get saved for?
I mean, Hurls, if you see anything that you want to clip, please clip it. Like, I'll go back and clip it later, but like, it helps if people clip it now.
That song's also incredible. The song
I wouldn't
Nobody's
know.
Perfect by by Hannah Montana, excuse me.
I mean,
She
they're
was
the same person, but all right.
They are the same person, but Miley sings about sluts and Hannah sings about ice cream.
Sluts.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
They sing about the same thing. I'm just kidding.
Miley's just like bumping and grinding, and Hannah Montana's just like bubblegum sparkles. That's the difference.
Fair enough.
That's different.
I
love
you
it.
guys have seen the movie Cabin Fever, right?
Oh yeah, which version, baby?
The first one.
The first one.
The
I've
one with
seen...
Serena Vincent.
Yep, I've seen all 3 of those, and then I saw the remake of it.
I met Serena Vincent at a
You
convention.
have?
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Oh, what's so great? Isn't she a Power Ranger?
She is.
Yeah.
That's why she was there. She was at a nerd convention for for being a Power Ranger. I know what season she's. I know what season of Power Rangers she's in because she's in my favorite season of Power Rangers.
Katie just went pancakes. That's the best part. You've seen Cabin Fever, right? Horn. Remember
that movie.
the special kid, and he's just like pancakes, pancakes. I'm like, oh my God, and then like the guy like fucking like what is he like hit him or shoot him or something like that.
Oh
He's
yeah.
He's da like this is so rednecky, just like you killed my boy, now I gotta kill you, and just like oh my God, it's so good. You were to work with the original Red Power Ranger? You seeing this, Max?
How dare?
Best twist in any movie. Then he breaks down the kung fu. Yes, the slow motion kung fu. Oh my God, so good. By the way, if you've seen like the remake, it's like a shot by shot, kind of like how Psycho, when they remade it with Vince Vaughn, it was a shot by shot terrible. The remake of Cabin Fever, that's also by Eli Roth. So Eli Roth remade his own movie, which is stupid as shit. It's a shot by shot.
I believe
it's so bad.
I believe Eli Roth's wife is also a Power Ranger. There's very real correlations between Power Rangers and horror movies. Like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. There's a Power Ranger in that movie.
What the? All right, so you're saying that we need a whole episode.
So
on Power Rangers and horror.
what we need to do is I need to drive Allie to watch every season of Power Rangers. And then I need to watch. Okay, so actually I won't make you do that. I'll find all the seasons of Power Rangers with people who are in horror movies, and then I will give you a list of who they are, what horror movies they're in, and I'll be like, watch these, and then yeah.
Do you like Power Rangers?
Hell freaking yeah, man.
Probably not as much as me, but
Yeah, go. Power Rangers off right now. All right, ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. What was the name of the Yellow Ranger originally?
the original one, it's Trini.
She died in a car accident.
Yeah.
Wow, Corn. Wait, I
What
just
is
wanted
her?
to know if
I
you
didn't
knew
know
the
her name. I didn't know what her name was. She died in a car accident. Corn.
Corn. Come on, Corn.
I got it. I know your damn words, all right?
I know you.
Well, I mean, technically, there are a lot of people who die in horror movies, so.
The biggest tragedy of all is, do you guys remember the Land Before Time? Remember the Land Before Time?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Yes, I know what you're talking
Corn.
about.
No, I have not watched it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so
Corn.
that's it for the podcast, guys.
That's good. Have a great day, everybody. The Ducky from Land Before Time.
Yeah,
Do you know what happened to her, Max?
I do. Yeah.
That's a tragedy.
Wasn't she murdered?
By her father in
Yes.
the park?
Yes. Okay.
Yes. She plays a little girl. She's a dinosaur.
Yeah,
Well, she's in real life, she's a girl. But she plays a dinosaur. I don't know why.
She's the smallest dinosaur.
Dinosaur when she died. She was a real baby.
I mean, if she was a dinosaur when she died, we wouldn't be talking about this. She would be 65 million years old, Allie. Like.
No, but I'm imagining this is terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm going to hell anyway. She gets killed in the park, right? As a dinosaur. But then when she dies, she becomes a little girl, like a dead
It's
girl.
Velocipaster all over again.
Dude, Velocipaster 2 is coming out, and I'm so ready for it.
I love the first one. The first one's good. I rewatched it recently.
It was so good. It was so good. The ending is just, chef's kiss. Have you seen a Corn, Velocipaster?
Corn, leave the podcast and go watch 5 dozen movies now. No, I'm just kidding.
No, because Corn will literally leave.
Yeah, it's true. Him and
Yeah,
his
he's
speedy
walked away
walker
twice.
ass looking. Grandma's running away again.
Have you guys have seen that, right?
What?
Which one?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts off like a porn, right?
Yeah.
And there's only 2 movies, but one of them's called Thanksgiving 3.
What happened to Thanksgiving 2?
That's the whole joke that no one gets. Not even the movie writer gets that joke. Like, what the fuck? It's gross.
I didn't know there was a second one.
Oh, there's technically a third one, but
There is no second one.
Yeah.
The second one doesn't exist.
yeah.
just
Thanksgiving
so
has
bad.
the same problem that the first Jack Frost has. There's just a weird rape scene in the middle of it. There's a scene in Jack Frost where the girl gets like violently like raped in like a bathtub, and then there's like
With his carrot.
yeah,
dick,
with
right?
his carrot, yeah. And then like there's that scene in Thanksgiving where the girl's like getting violently fucked by like the turkey, and it's like why?
Well, so you see how hard Corn's laughing right now? It is because we have recently discovered that Corn laughs hysterically at food rape. I have been there because we voted in Corn. Well, we got in Corn. What did we vote for it or something in Corn's chat that we were gonna watch Sausage Party because he's never seen Sausage Party, that cartoon fucking movie with Seth Rogen and everyone. And you've seen it, Max, right?
Yep.
So I
Unwillingly,
hate that
might I
movie.
add.
I hate that movie so much. I think
I can
it's
see why.
terrible. I was so uncomfortable seeing it in the theater. But my God, it was the best thing ever watching this movie with Cornhuskshow. He laughed the entire time hysterically. When the douche rape happened, he laughed even harder. He laughed so hard that I think like one of my friends, I won't say her name, texted me and was just like, "Is something wrong with Corn? He's laughing way too hard at rape." Like, that was the best time I had ever watching a movie.
My
That
God.
was the best time
I'm
I've
really
ever
glad
had.
that everyone here knows that we would never be okay with that because this is a really touchy subject, and I'm sorry, everyone. Let's move on to a better topic. Like,
Shall we?
I don't know what better topic to move on to, but literally any topic is better than that one.
Bubblegum.
No, I don't want to talk
Above-
about Miley Cyrus anymore.
Miley Cyrus! Oh my god. Well, actually, you can talk about Miley Cyrus in a scary kind of aspect because Miley Cyrus was in an episode of Black Mirror called Ashley O. Has anyone seen it?
Yeah.
Really good episode.
Maybe.
So it's a kind of, I haven't seen it in a while, but kind of like the premise of it is like she is in like a coma. She's a singer. I mean, Ashley O, she's in a coma. She has like a really controlling manager who's kind of trying to steal her like essence to make her like into a robot, kill the original Ashley O, and then have this like manufactured pop star. And it's really good episode. Her acting was great in it. But then, like, I swear, a month later, they come out with the remake of Child's Play that has, instead of Chucky as like an evil doll, it's the one with Aubrey Plaza. It's Chucky, and he's an artificial intelligence, and it was literally the same exact story as the Ashley O episode. So when I was watching that like Chucky remake, I'm like, Black Mirror did it better. And I'm like, I hate this. I'm like, ugh, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Plus, that fucking remake had so much cat killing. I'm like, no, nor. I don't like this. I hated it. I
Yeah.
hate it. Katie is currently doing like a watch of like all the movies and the Chucky TV show, and I'm just like, just skip. Just either skip the Aubrey Plaza remake one, or when you're all finished with like all the movies and season 1 and 2 of Chucky, then watch it. Save it for last because it's dog shit.
Sorry, I pulled a corn on you guys. I heard the phone ringing and I needed to pick it up just in case.
Holding a corn means disappearing.
Yeah.
I love this. I'm going to use this in my everyday life.
What did you say, Corn? You cut out.
Of course, Allie hated it, so I kind of liked it. I didn't think about the Miley Cyrus episode, but I like how they brought it up to today's, what if it happened today instead of, voodoo, I like that a lot more.
Voodoo, ah. That's it. Voodoo,
I've never heard Allie laugh so hard that she just starts breathing first. Like, that was weird to witness. I'm sorry.
I love it. Voodoo, ah. That's perfect, Corn. Never change.
Yes, never change, Corn.
Never fucking change.
But Allie might want to strangle me for this. You laugh when, now, I know this is fake, and I don't like how Allie's looking at me right now, but I'm when I say this, okay? I know movies are, I can't not look at her though. I know movies are fiction. I know it. It humors me to no end when something happens in a movie and we get just up in arms and just outraged when something happens. Case in point, when a cute cat or a dog gets it, cats mostly, because people are more protective about the cat. When a cat dies in a movie, I laugh because I know someone's going to be upset. I do. I'm sorry. I laugh because somebody or someone else is like, "Oh, I hate this movie now. They killed a cat." Like, a baby just died. They killed a cat. Real. Fake. right? It was fake. You know that. Ah, damn movie. I liked it up until the point where they killed the cat. What about that poor child who were the cat? Like, okay.
Fuck kids. Animals are harmless. Fuck
Don't.
kids.
Okay.
Touched
In
him.
movies, fuck kids. Animals are harmless.
We might. We might just be witnessing a falling out, guys.
But you don't feel that you don't get that way like in movies. You're like, oh, for the animals, but like if a
I mean,
kid
I hate when animals die in movies, but I don't think it'll ruin a movie for me.
Oh no, it doesn't ruin a movie. That doesn't ruin a movie for me.
But
either.
I wouldn't necessarily laugh at it either.
Yeah, I would.
Sorry, Corn.
I
yeah.
need to know more. So wait, so the part when you hear the killing of the cat, you didn't see that. We in the movie, you don't ever see the killing of this cat. You see the cat being strangled from behind, and you hear the cat later on being killed.
Yeah.
Did you laugh at both parts?
Yeah.
My God, we are witnessing a fucking murderer in the making right here. 100%.
Oh my God.
Grab your kids, grab your wife. We need to shuck this corn.
We need to shuck this corn. Allie, oh my God.
Oh,
I'm just
gosh.
saying. And it's not, it's not really dogs, it's cats in movies. Because most times when animals die in movies, it's a prop cat or whatever. So it's more not just laughing at someone who would be outraged. I've always laughed when like a dummy or something flies across the screen. So what happens? See, cats when they die in a movie, you get this fake dummy that goes like this. And if I see something like that, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to fall on the ground.
Ow. I mean, fake cats always look kind of funny to me. I'm sorry, but I mean, like fake anything looks hilarious in a movie. Like
that's what's so good about 1980s horror is like when a body flies, it looks so fucking fake.
Yeah.
Or like me and Katie just watched Frankenhooker, and like when they all start to like blow up, it's hilarious because it's just like fake props. Like it's just so fucking good.
Have you ever seen the movie A Bucket of Blood?
No.
With Dick Miller in it?
No.
So the whole thing is like Dick Miller is like killing people to make clay statues out of them. So he's like so there's like a scene where he like murders this cat for some reason. I'm sorry, Allie. But he takes so like he kills this cat and when he stabs it, it becomes like a taxidermy cat. So
yeah,
and you can tell it's like a taxidermy cat. And then he just covers it in clay, and then later like some guy knocks it off its pedestal, and like a chunk of clay comes off. You see like this weird like bunch of cat hair come out of it. It's so weird. That movie's so
that's
weird.
Funny. That's like funny, but like when it's super realistic, it's like I don't fucking like that at all.
I agree.
Allie, I don't want you to think that. Don't smile like that. I don't want you to think that I.
Oh my God! I don't know that I like Angry Allie either. Allie, smile! My God.
They get like tortured. I'm talking about like one hitter quitter thingies, and you hear that, funny to me, but not.
That's funny to you.
I mean, it's kind of like so the old like Tom and Jerry cartoons, like they used to look more like realistic. Like Tom used to look more like a cat and sound like a cat. And when they would get like bruised and maimed, like it was kind of like terrifying, like because you would hear like an actual cat noise. But then as it like went on, like Tom became more like human like less like a real cat. They started having like a man voice. Like every scream was done by like Hanna-Barbera. Like that stuff's funny, but like when you hear like a cat like screaming its like lungs out, that's terrifying.
Max, you know what I have discovered about you and that I really like about you?
What's that?
Is that and take this as a compliment. I feel like you're young, but you have like a wise, like old soul. You know, because like you're talking about Tom and Jerry, Power Rangers. Like I know that I'm like 12 years older than you, you know, and like
Yeah.
I know that stuff was around like when I was little, even before I was, you know, born, you know.
I literally
maybe
have a cassette tape
Chill
on my desk.
when Chill was born, you know, in 1920. So that stuff was around. So Chill, I love you. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you because you won't tell me your age. You know, that stuff was around when we were young, you know, not when you were young.
Yeah.
So you, and I know the music that you like, you know, it's like, I know you like classic rock, light, you know, more stuff than, yeah, look at look at that.
VHS
That's
tape.
awesome. So it's cool that you like all this stuff that is when I was young, because you would have to like seek it out, you know. It's not, you're just not like, hello, I'm Max and here's my TikTok dance.
Yeah, I don't.
You know.
I don't do that shit. I'm kind of glad that I don't.
Yeah, it wasn't even when we were young. Yeah, Tom and Jerry's is from the 1940s. There you. Yeah, from the 1940s.
Yeah, so in like the 40s, they looked more like realistic and stuff. So.
Right.
When I really like something, I'll like do like a deep dive into it. So like I used to love like cartoons like the old like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoons. Like any Looney Tunes, honestly. And I know Tom and Jerry aren't Looney Tunes, but I kind of like roped them in with that category. So I would do like a bunch of deep dives on like darker like cartoons. Like there are a bunch of dark Looney Tunes cartoons. There's that one where Bugs Bunny does Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where like this giant space carrot comes out of the sky and then like
fucks the girl from Jack Frost.
No.
Sorry.
Anyway, these space carrots do was it in Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Is it like peas? Like what is?
They're pods.
Yeah. So like they do that thing. So like Yosemite Sam acts like different, and like the way you can tell is like he's drawn weird. So like there's like or like Daffy Duck, there's like a scene where like so he's like drawn like Daffy Duck, except he has like a human mouth and he's talking. Ooh. It's really weird. I love that cartoon though. Or like there's like that episode of Tiny Toons where they have like a bunch of horror movie references. I forget what it's called, but I love when like kids cartoons reference really weird and scary movies.
Tiny Toons was awesome.
Yeah, Tiny Toons is great. They have that one episode where they steal like a bottle of beer and then they like go on like a drunken rampage. It's weird. And then at the end of the episode they're like, we don't promote this shit. Like
yeah. I'd love to go on a drunken rampage right now. That'd be fun. It's Saturday, everyone.
It's
Yay!
Saturday.
Saturday. Saturday. Saturday sleigh.
That's Santa's Sleigh sequel.
Oh God, does it still have Goldberg in it?
Yes, but he doesn't play Santa. He plays Saturday Man.
Is that like Lotbo?
Saturday Man is you're gonna love me for this. Saturday Man is a French Power Rangers ripoff where this guy fights aliens on Saturday because he's partying.
Dude, do you know about this, Corn?
I think I'm the only one who knows about this because I love anything involving Power Rangers. There's a porn parody of Power Rangers called Sexy Rangers.
Is that just Sailor Moon?
I mean, no. Not technically.
It's just like, sexy rangers, with the power of this, I will penetrate.
I will peg you.
I will peg you with my scepter. Watch out there, Corn.
Poor Corn.
Ooh, he's
Poor
down there.
Corn.
Parkour!
Poor Corn.
Parkour!
God damn it.
There's some creepy cartoons out there that I really like. If you guys have seen before, I'm obviously like Courage the Cowardly Dog. You have Ah Real Monsters. I kind of consider like the Oblongs a little creepy, just because they live by a power plant and
The what?
their dad is the. Ever seen the Oblongs?
There's a Cartoon Network.
I might be saying that weird with my accent. If you want to say a Corn.
It's oblongs. Yeah.
Oblongs.
Describe it.
The father has no limb. He's got no arms, no legs.
He's oblong, and his family lives near a toxic waste plant, so all the kids are all fucked up. Like the daughter has like a fucking growth hanging out of her head.
Oh.
Like it's really like it's kind of
like
funny. I love
the idea
that
of
show.
this.
It was on Adult Swim when I was a kid.
Katie, you asked something up in chat. What did you want to ask me? I feel like I missed it. Super old VHS tapes of classic Mickey
Max,
Pluto.
I have to ask you, do you remember the short of Pluto?
Can you be specific? There's one where Pluto goes to hell and faces his judgment day. It's literally called Pluto's Judgment Day.
There's one where Pluto is no longer a planet. I took that away. What a scary day.
Corin Alley's lost it. We're gonna have to continue on without her.
It's gonna be scary for his pleasure. It's no longer
scary for my pleasure, Allie.
Pleasure for my pleasure.
Pleasure for my pleasure.
Pleasure for my pleasure.
What the fuck? That's going on the starting soon screen.
Pleasure for my pleasure.
Fuck
Happy
yeah.
Saturday. Happy sexy Saturday.
Sexy Saturday. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, so good. What are you drinking, Corn? Give it to me.
There you go. It's a little energy tea.
Oh, mate. Yeah. Very nice. Mint. Oh.
Your attitude changed so quickly.
Do we have a problem with mint too?
I don't. Allie clearly does.
Oh
my god.
I mean, I have like watermelon mint spritzes are nice, but a lot of times like it's kind of like toothpastey. Mint is nice in certain things, but I'm thinking in a cold drink, I think I might. No, not my thing. Just
Allie going, ugh, mint was my favorite.
And your decisions to love mint and Halloween too. I have definitely forgotten about your love of Halloween too. I've definitely not been thinking about that since you have told me. I'm with Corn. Yes, I know Katie loves. I do love like chocolate mint, like in a shake. Right,
Yeah.
but not a peppermint patty because someone called it chocolate covered toothpaste for me and it ruined it. So if I like drink like a Starbucks like peppermint mocha, yum, totally. But there are just some things I can't with mint because it reminds me of drinking toothpaste and it'll make me gag.
I prefer Thin Mints over peppermint patties.
Yes, Thin Mints with the cookie. Fuck
the Girl Scout cookies.
Dude, I know it was COVID and everything, but like these Girl Scouts have no excuse. I ordered cookies and I didn't get them. And then they were like, "Hi, it's been a long COVID. Do you still want these, or would you
It's
like to
been a
donate them?"
long COVID.
Yeah, something
It's
like
still
that.
going. Like
Mrs. Girl Scout called me up and said it's been a long
Mrs.
COVID.
Jamie's Girl Scout. Like,
This is Mrs. Jamie's Girl Scouts. I know that you ordered 3 boxes of Thin Mints, you fat ass, but we don't have them because of COVID. Would you like to donate them to the army? I'm just like, fuck, I guess.
Like, yeah.
I'll just go to Amazon and order me Thin Mints at this point. I was just trying to help your fucking kid.
yeah, you've ordered 3 boxes of Thin Mints. Would you like 4 now?
Would you like 4?
Fuck
And I'm
you,
just
I'll
like,
take 6. Like,
yeah, I'm like, can I just get the 3 I originally ordered first, and then I'll think about it?
yeah.
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie, Corn?
It used to be, because they changed the names, right? It used to be, I think, the tag-along one, which was a peanut butter and
Yeah,
chocolate.
those are still tag-alongs, yeah.
There's 3 of them I like. There's that one, the chocolate mint one, and then I'm starting to fall for the lemon one.
Very
lemon,
good,
the lemon
one.
ones are good.
Yeah.
I also like the there's one that like the shortbread ones are good. The tag-alongs, there's also like another, I don't think it's samosas.
It's Samoas, I believe.
Not the coconut one, but there's another big fat one. There's a big fat chocolate one. And I mean, it could just be tag-alongs and I'm just making something up right now. But I love to put them in the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna eat them like that.
My favorite Girl Scout cookies are Oreo cookies.
They don't sell Oreos, do they?
That's the point. That's the joke that I'm trying to make, Allie.
My brain just said.
All right, well, that's
"Do
it for the
not compute."
podcast, guys.
Good
See
night,
you later.
everybody. See you next time. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. This isn't YouTube, Allie. My goodness. I'm just kidding.
That happened to me once. So I was playing on my friend Ranch Beardy's stream. You know how we all love to play on each other's streams.
Yeah.
And we were playing. It was me, him. I think my friend Ed was playing. I forget. So what we played? Maybe Dead by Daylight. Let's just call it that. And Ranch is just drinking the night away. He is just drinking. So he says, "Be right back. I'm gonna go pee." He never came back. So after about 25 minutes to a half an hour waiting for him, me and the other person I was at was like, "Thanks for coming in, guys. Like and subscribe. You know how we all do." So after that, I was like, the next day, I'm like, "When did you fucking get off?" And he goes, "It was about 2.5 hours." He said he just got so sick and then fell asleep in the bathroom. Like, God damn it.
That's weird. Welcome in, Life of Max. He is my glorious leader of the Max army. Me and him are creating an army of Maxes.
An army of Max? Is Life of Max also Ginge?
Not from what I know of.
Because that would be
He's
a great
British
army.
though.
Oh shit, okay.
So he has to be.
Let's go.
So he has to be a leader. I don't know how that correlates in any way, but
if you're British, you have to lead. That's what they say. No?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe? We can make it up.
As much as
That's
I
what we
love
do.
Cat Hatters, I don't know that Cat would make a good leader. As much as I love her.
I'll go with that. Corn's our leader. I'll follow.
Corn,
we'll
you're
follow
British? I'm just kidding.
Corn, do a British accent.
Top of the morning to you laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye. It's like, that's not British. Like, what the fuck?
My name is Jacksepticeye.
I don't know. He's what, Irish? I don't know.
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
That's fair.
We all know I can't do
Clearly
British, so.
Clearly I have no idea too. I can't do accents other than my own. So.
Where it's like, no. I try to do. I really want a good Randy Savage. I want a good Randy Savage, and I want a good Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Raspy voice for a Macho Man.
You have to be like, it's more the intonations. Like, yeah, you know, like you don't want to buy ripe bananas here because you're not gonna eat them. You know, it's kind of like
You can't do the. Let me tell you
The
one thing.
cream goes to the top. Like, I don't know. I don't remember.
I've seen it once or twice. You just gotta be there. You know what I mean, Gene? You just gotta be there. Go there. Because you are. Oh, yeah. You know the reason, Hulk Hogan. You really know the reason.
and that. Hold on, brother. Hold on. And that's Randy Savage, brother. That's an impression. Oh.
You sound like Hulk Hogan there for a second.
And that's my Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
So thank you.
I got the. It's always when you say brother. Like.
Brother. Oh.
Have you seen that GIF of the guy like riding a motorcycle down the street, and in the background, it's Hulk Hogan riding a motorcycle down the street, and in the back, some guy just chucks a dog into the water.
What?
I don't know why that's a GIF, but I'll have to find it and send it to you. Hold on.
Send it to Corn. He'll laugh.
He will laugh. I can guarantee it.
He loves when
I'll send
animals
it
get
to the
chucked in
group
water.
chat. Hold on.
I hope it looks fake.
You'll wish it looked fake.
Brother.
Brother.
That's animals, brother. That's entertainment.
Damn it, Allie, stop being funny.
Sorry.
A minute.
Look in the chat when you get a moment.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. That's very funny.
Oh,
That's
now
very
it's funny. Now it's funny. Oh, because it's a dog. I get it. Because you hate when cats.
That dog is not hurt. That dog is being tossed into a fun, shallow river.
You don't know. There could be crocodiles in there, like.
Or sharks.
River sharks is not real, Allie. You gotta let go.
No. Listen, I'll let go of river sharks, but I'm not letting go of tub sharks. That shit's real. You do not ever use bubble. Corn, do you know about tub sharks?
Who? What are you talking about?
God damn it.
That was I could have hoped for.
Max, don't fuel Allie's hatred for river sharks, you asshole.
So I have an irrational. You know how I have a fear of sharks, obviously. I have an irrational fear of tub sharks, and tub sharks specifically happen when you take a bath that has bubbles in it, or anything else that you can't see the bottom of your feet. Okay, because you can't see the drain. Sharks can come up and eat you. That is tub shark. And that is what we have to be careful of nowadays.
So what brought this fear on? Like, what was there, like a movie or something that you saw that did this, or
No. I have never seen a movie that there was a shark in the bathtub.
I'm gonna make that movie for you. Out of spite.
I truly believe that I just have been watching horror movies since I was probably too young to watch them.
Probably.
And one of those, and Jaws was always one of my favorite movies because it scared the shit out of me. Not many movies scare me, but when I find a movie that scares me, I hold on to it and I watch it over and over again. I just got really nervous being in water. I don't like being in water ever. Hot tub. I won't even go into an ocean, a river, a lake, any sort of body of water like that. I won't even put a foot in. There's fuck no. I'll drink on the beach. So I from being soaked in water and like I can never be relaxed. I'm always thinking about I'm in water and a shark is there. So
It could be like 10,000 miles away, but you're just like, there's a shark in here with me. Like,
I know it's irrational because it's not possible and it would never happen. And I'm not. It's just my own fucked up mind.
it's okay, Allie. Just think of the ocean as a giant soup, and the sharks are just giant croutons.
That can bite you hard.
And am I in the meat of the stew?
You are like, I don't know. You would be like a pretty. What would you be?
Well, if the sharks are the croutons, the bath water is the soup, which I'm guessing.
I'm talking about the ocean, not a bathtub.
Oh. So
Allie G bathwater sold to you soon. It's just got like a little shark in it. It's got like a little like toy shark in it.
Please DM me. I will sell you my bathwater. Name your price.
Free. I'll take it for free. I'm just kidding.
I'm not about that. I am not below selling my bathwater and my feet pics. Anything you want has a price.
One Bruce Campbell picture. Like,
I take Bruce. Yeah, I will trade Bruce Campbell paraphernalia. I'll trade.
So I'll walk up to Bruce Campbell, take a picture of his feet, give him to you, and then we'll just.
No, I don't want his feet. I don't want his feet. I'll take a picture, and then I give you my feet. That's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cut off your ankles the way that they did in Saw.
Oh, please don't. I need to walk.
Well, you don't need to, but it's fine.
What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna eat. I'm gonna be like fucking 500-pound life.
You're gonna roll around in a wheelchair. It's fine.
God, who's gonna roll me around?
I will.
Thank you.
I'll feel guilty of taking your ankles, and I'll roll you around.
You got me and Grandma to roll around now.
I'm gonna attach you two together. I'm gonna push Corn, and Corn's gonna push you with his walker. Like, his walker's gonna be attached to your wheelchair.
So
is some weird fever dream.
Like, is Corn that the hierarchy of the tree, and then
it's Corn, Chill, Allie, me. From my perspective.
Okay. Perfect.
Like Allie and Chill just poofed into the air, but you guys came from two different poofs, so it's not. I'm sorry. This is a weird family pile. Like,
weird family pile.
I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'm sober, I swear.
Family. It's a very incestuous family. But I'm into it. You know? Oh, brother.
I don't know that I like the incest thing.
That's family, brother. That's when a mom and a dad have kids. Oh, that's family. So I guess the Hulk Hogan's better than the Macho Man. And this is not a position I want to be in. Put the cream rise to the top. Oh, yeah. Macho Man is here. Got more to offer.
What has this company come to? What sins have we created for this company to come this far?
We are the sins who are coming.
The 3 sins.
Allie, you could have worded that sentence any other fucking way.
I can't.
And yet here we are. Allie, I love and adore you, but Jesus Christ, your fucking phrasing needs to
sorry.
like cool
I'm a
it.
monster. It's on my resume.
It's on your resume. That's
I
the resume that you handed me, and you're like, I'm your Twitch mom now. Like,
yeah, I'm your Twitch mom. Here it is. I have like verbal diarrhea. I don't like.
You have literal word salad. Like,
yeah, word salad.
Word salad's my favorite Annihilator song.
We got some Corn eating some word salad over there. Mom.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Poor Corn.
Poor Corn.
No, poor corn. not parkour.
I think I like parkour. There's a song by a band called, I think it's called Red Hook, and the chorus, I don't know how the chorus actually goes, but what it sounds like it goes is, just cast me in your fucked up dreams, corn. And I always sing that. I refuse to look at what the regular lyrics are, because that's what I just imagine. She's just singing to corn.
I too sing to corn when no one's looking.
Corn, black sheep, have you any wool? I don't know why. I don't know
Why does that sounds like you're gonna steal Corn's beard when you sing that? Like, you're just gonna walk up to him with like a pair of with like a razor, and just like you're gonna turn it on. You can hear the buzzing, and then like 5 minutes later, Corn's gonna be like screaming his head off as you're like shaving him bare. Like, he's gonna look like a weird ass egg. I'm sorry, Corn, but like that weird ass egg is gonna look amazing. But like, poor Corn's beard is gonna go.
Corn came on this podcast to be bullied. I love it.
I don't mean to bully Corn. Corn is just so loving.
He is.
He's like so loving. Sweet. It's just so. I'm sorry, Corn.
I just need a corn. I just need a corn in my life.
I need a corn too.
It. Right, some corn hub. I love him. That's his nickname, Corn Hub. We all love it. It's the best nickname ever. Max is like, according to you.
According to, said no one ever. Like
nobody ever but you.
I want to say this now, and I've been saying this for every other part of the podcast. Allie does not speak for the rest of us. Allie is one person. I am another person.
Corn is another.
Corn is another, yeah. Look at that beautiful man over there. All that beard hair.
Honestly, like Corn has one of the best beards, like ever.
I agree.
I'm sure like a man who like wants a beard would love to take Corn's beard.
Oh yeah, as a person who wants to grow a beard, I would take Corn's beard.
There's actually a horror movie about that.
It stars Corn. It's Corn's autobiography. Autobiography.
I actually did a review of it last year. It's called The Hairstylist. It's on Shudder.
Yeah, okay. I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah, except instead of her, this hairstylist skins people's scalps and makes them into wigs. So it's kind of like,
That's fun.
Someone can skin Corn's chin area,
Just
and then Corn's like
mouth area.
I'm never coming back here. I don't like it here.
Corn's gonna go to sleep tonight, and he's gonna have nightmares of me and Allie just sitting over him in his bed with like a pair of razors, and we're just gonna be like, "Well, you gotta go. The beard's gotta go, bud." And then we're just gonna like go to town on it, like poor Corn.
My favorite part is fucking Max saying, like, I'm sorry, Corey, you just look like some fucked up egg. It's my favorite. You said that was such like, fuck you, Corn, you fucking egg piece of shit.
I didn't mean it as an insult. I just meant like, I didn't mean it as an insult. I was just thinking like, bald people just look like eggs. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And that was that moment I'm getting canceled. For all those I don't know how I can remedy the situation. I'm sorry.
I did clip that too.
Oh, I'm gonna clip it later. Don't worry. And I'm gonna make it so that it only gets shouted out in Hurl's chat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was so fucking funny. Oh, I loved every second of that. Oh, it was so
I wish
good.
Yus was here to defend me. Yus would defend the shit out of me.
Oh my god. Why? Does Yas say the same thing? Does Yas say
No, just like Yus is my husband. Like
That's true. Yeah, it's true. Yas is he's a sweet baby angel.
He is. He's my
absolutely
sweet
adore
baby
him.
angel.
How do you feel about you know what the thing is about I like bald guys.
Mm.
I like bald guys with like big beards. Like corns. Like corns look is what
Corn
I'm
chill.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I like that the big beard. Also, I've actually never dated anybody with a beard. Like I've never had the experience of like, like I don't
Only
know,
making out with the beard
kiss.
part.
Yeah, like making out with a dude with a beard, or like, you know what I mean, or anything else. I'm just like, oh, I guess that I'll live the shorn life. Like,
Yeah.
I imagine it's more tickly.
You,
What do you think, Corn? The only one in the room here.
Yeah.
Tickly?
Sure.
Corn, I'm gonna need you to go find another man with a beard and just make out with him for like 5 minutes and come back and tell us how it felt. I'm just kidding.
1000%
I'm just
had
kidding.
a girl in my high school with a full beard. There was 100%. But she fucking had the best self-esteem I've ever seen in my life. She had a beard like corns, and she wore dresses every day. Best self-esteem I've ever seen. I'm just like, please bottle that up and give me some. Inject it into my poor dark heart. I just want to feel something. Corn. I really appreciate you waking up so early. I know that your time zone is 3 hours behind us. Waking up on a Saturday is not your thing, but we absolutely love having you here.
Yeah, for sure.
You are the corn of my life.
I appreciate you and your time, Corn. Just so you know.
The max of mine.
Cool. Corn also just had a big anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 2-year anniversary where he did. I'll give you another slash shout out on here. He had an anniversary where he did a subathon for 2 days. And what games did you play, Corn?
I played Visage, but that was
game.
short. Dolores kept glitching on me and killing me. And that she's not supposed to be killing you in, but and then I played Resident Evil.
Nice. Me and Ali hate
Did you do the whole
Resident
thing?
Evil.
No, because for some odd reason I was having issues with Daddy Jack in the chainsaw scene, which I didn't. I don't know if the difficulty setting was raised or not, but I couldn't beat Daddy Jack this time.
Fuck, I'm sorry to hear that. Max and I are playing Resident Evil 2 at the same time. Just he's playing Leon, I'm playing Claire.
Yeah.
Like literally at the same time. No planning.
No planning.
'Cause that's just how we do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Have you played Max Resident Evil 6? Because Corn wants to play it with me, and he's heard that Resident Evil 6 sucks Balagnapoo.
I played the demo for it when it was coming to the Switch, and I kind of hated it. I hated the demo.
Why do people hate it?
Kilo wants me to play Leon, apparently. Wants me to cosplay as Leon. That'd be cool.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! You know what'd be fun? Oh my god! I'll do Claire. Ooh.
And then we do a collab stream. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. How fun
That'd
would
be
that
awesome.
be? Any chance to dress up?
Yeah. What were we talking about? Sorry.
We were talking about you playing Leon. I was doing Claire.
Were we talking about Resident Evil 6?
Why Resident Evil 6 sucks?
I don't know. I think I played it a really long time ago, so I would probably want to play it again, because I'm always down for giving things second chances. But I remember not really liking it. I think it was just kind of slow. from what I remember. Whereas from what I've played of Resident Evil 2, it's like the pacing's really good, and if it's slow, that's on you. You know.
Right before I was starting Resident Evil 2, Corn was like, "You're gonna scream. It's gonna be scary." I'm just like, well, I just played like 7, which is supposed to be like the scary one, and then 8 was pretty good. Right? I don't find zombies scary, but as you know, Resident Evil 2 opens up and it's like, bam, fucking run!
Yeah.
Like shit is going on, and I was like, ah, I'm scared. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's what Corn was talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I screamed a few times during my playthrough. So
Evil 1 is the fear of what the hell's going on. Why are people becoming zombies? What happened? You don't know.
yeah.
So by the time Resident Evil 2 comes out, you already know. So they're like, have fun, and just zombies. Ah.
I can't wait for them to remake Resident Evil 1. I want to play it so bad.
Remake it.
What?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh.
They did remake it.
I didn't know.
It still has the tank control. That's why I didn't play it.
Oh.
I was gonna play Resident Evil 1 because I have it, the remake, but then they still use tank controls, and your girl is directionally challenged, so it's not it's not a good thing for me.
So what happened is Resident Evil originally came out in 1996, 97 on PlayStation 1. And GameCube came out with a remake of it. I think it was not that long ago, like 2001. So it wasn't that long after the first one came out. And that's the basis of the Resident Evil remake 1. I don't think going to. I mean, I would love for them to do it without the tank control like they did Resident Evil 2. But I don't think that's something that would happen. But it might, because you can't exactly. Well, I can't say that. I don't think they're going to redo Resident Evil 5. But it would be cool to see Resident Evil 1 remade with that point of view, like the rest of the games. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're going to do it.
Do people really like 4 because the 4 remake is coming out and it seems that everyone's going goo goo gaga for it?
I'm really excited for it only because I've never played 4, but I like the references to so in Resident Evil 7, the chainsaw fight that you were talking about, the guy, I think your character wields like a red chainsaw at some point. That red chainsaw is from RE4, and it's from one of the boss fights, I believe.
To do with the burlap sack.
That's the yellow chainsaw.
Really?
Yeah. That that guy's based on Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw.
Okay.
It's like the Chainsaw Sisters from RE4 is the red
okay,
chainsaw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
3 a good game?
I need to play 3 at some point, but 3 has Nemesis from it in it, I believe. I like Nemesis.
3 is the one that, I'll just say this. Resident Evil 3, you kind of know what Sarah Connor feels like in the Terminator movie. Because Nemesis is on you from the beginning. And the whole game is practically you running from this unstoppable force.
Yeah.
No matter how much you think you kill it, it comes back. And it comes back worse.
It follows.
It follows.
Yeah.
I'm not excited to meet Mr. Red or Mr. X in RE2 again. The first time I met him, I was not a fan.
I don't even know who that is.
You'll find out.
Yeah.
X.
He's Nemesis, but not as cool, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I think of Mr. X, I think of like, I don't know why I think of Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, sure.
Like
for
with
sure.
the chemical.
Yeah. That's his origin story. He's a
If we were
Powerpuff
the
Girl.
oh my god, I would love that crossover. Let's do it.
Dude, yeah.
If us three were the Powerpuff Girls, who would we be?
I'd be
We got-
Bubbles.
You would be Bubbles. What would you be, Corn?
Buttercup.
He would be Buttercup.
Oh, Buttercup. I thought you just said Berthold.
What the
I was
fuck?
like, what Powerpuff Girl is Berthold? Fuck.
And then that would leave you as Blossom.
I am your fearless leader.
That makes sense.
Jinkies.
That's Velma. My goodness.
I'm Velma-esque today. We also dressed similar today again, Max.
Did we?
You got the it looks a little orange on your screen.
Oh,
I see
yeah.
It's red though.
It's red,
It's like
yeah.
orange on orange. Professor X will be mad.
It's true.
The red chain. Kilo said that he thought the red chainsaw was from Evil Dead, like based off Evil Dead.
It could be. The yellow one's definitely based off of Texas Chainsaw, though.
Yeah, it is red. I mean, I'm looking at the chainsaw right there. My giant
sure.
arm.
I just don't know. The video that I watched on the chainsaws were only talked about the yellow one. So.
And why I love Resident Evil 4 so much is, truth be told, I never played Resident Evil 3. I watched my sister play that while she was conquering her zombie fear and whatnot. Resident Evil 4 was the first one that did away with the tank controls. So I love that. And it kind of back to the old, you're in a situation where you don't know what the hell's going on. These people are not zombies. They're clearly talking to you, but they're talking to you in a different language. So it has that, what the hell are they saying? They're saying something to me, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. And they're sophisticated. They, unlike the other zombies, these guys have weapons. They have pickaxes. They have axes. They have chainsaws. They come after you with things. So there was that, and there was like the whole theory, the whole thing behind Resident Evil 4. I found was freaking scary. So, and yeah, there's a lot of cheesy one-liners. The dialogue is just hilarious, just funny. So I'm really excited. Of all the remakes, this is what I'm looking forward to because they're going to make it darker. So I'm really excited to see where they.
The release date? What's the release date?
March 20 something.
So Resident Evil 4 remake is going to be competing with Last of Us on PC. That's going to be something.
Ooh, I'll play both at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah,
Streams.
I'll get a third monitor for my OBS and then just yeah. I unfortunately never played The Last of Us, and I really want to.
I haven't either because it's only on PC. It's only on consoles.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play RE4 remake. I'm really excited. There's a lot of good games coming out. I really want to replay. Also, I want to actually. I'm gonna at one point actually do a speed run of At Dead of Night.
Nice. Is
yeah,
that the one with Jimmy?
Yeah.
Sure fucking is.
I love that game.
Corn's gonna get his shit bonked in April, right, Corn?
Yep,
You're gonna love it. I cannot wait. Oh, so good. So Corn, do you want to? Because I know that we're kind of like at time. Do you want to like promote your stream? Tell us your schedule, where people could find you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I am the Cornhuskshow, and if you do fancy some humor with your horror, come check me out. I will be streaming Monday. Well, let me take that back. I won't be playing anything scary Monday or Wednesday because I got a punishment. I got to play Final Fantasy X. I loathe that game, so if you want to see me gripe and cry, you can check me out on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then on Fridays, I will be playing where I will be starting the retro madness of March, where we will be playing Cold Fear the very first time. So on PlayStation 2. So if you like retro graphics, check it out.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Follow. Awesome. You'll love him, Kilo.
You will.
You
You'll
will.
Speaking of lovely people, my podcast partner Allie, you can find her everywhere. Especially here. Go follow her. She's great.
Everywhere. I'm here. I'm there.
And if you don't know me, what the fuck are you doing here? This is my channel. I don't know.
We do these episodes like once a month right here on Max's channel. So if you are not also on Max's Discord, Max will post when our next episode comes up, which will be sometime in March.
And if you want to join Allie's Discord, go to that. Follow that link.
That is where you can find Max most of the time.
It's true. I do hang out in there if you want to talk to me as well. We kind of just do impromptu like podcasts anyway, where whenever like me and Allie are just like sat in there, we're just like, we should just kind of like start up a podcast right now. Like,
that's what happened.
That's
That's
true.
exactly how this happened.
Do people know the story about how this podcast came to be?
Let's end on that.
So, I mean, I feel like this podcast has been. I feel like I was there for the most of it. I've been like a good head of it for a long time. It was originally gonna be me, Allie, and my mod Moth. We were gonna be playing SCP Containment Unit, the multiplayer. So like I'd been like trying to figure out how that was gonna work for so long, and I was like, I couldn't figure out, like, you had to like make like your own server or something. It was all complicated. So on that night I was just like, let's just like hang out and chat the shit, because that was just what we had done like pretty well beforehand, and Moth couldn't make that. So that night me and Allie just like sat there and just chatted about everything and nothing all at once, and we were just like, this could be a cool thing we do once a month. And I forget what you said. Well, I forget what you were talking about, but you were talking about something, and I was just like, Scaryforherpleasure and that just came out of my mouth, and you were just like, I love everything about this.
Yeah, it's the best name. It's the best. I absolutely love like Scaryforherpleasure, and it's so funny because I'm just like, Max doesn't think this is funny like I do. I'm like, he does. I was like, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, and 4 episodes later, boom, here we are.
Here we are. 5th one coming soon.
I do have to upload the first episode of the podcast at some point, but it's gonna be titled like the Lost episode, or like it's gonna be like a pilot, cause like
it's the pilot episode.
Yeah, cause like it's just my dumb face with my crocodile background and you in the background, like talking. It's nothing like this. Like, we've changed a whole hell of a lot since the first episode. But
it's good.
Yeah,
it's growing pains, and they're good.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure like a year from now, it's gonna look very different from how it does now. So.
I mean, look at the starting screen with like we got like the fucking the mountains with the fucking Sloppy Joe covering it. I mean, like there's so many like things that we've said like inside jokes that have just become like just canon. I love it. I love it so much. So the rest of the day I will be taking care of my kitty. I probably hanging in the cantina a bit tonight. Maybe do some impromptu gaming. No streaming for me tonight, but I will be streaming tomorrow. As of tomorrow, I'm starting Forest Sundays. So that's the Forest Sundays. where Katie and I will be double streaming Sons of the Forest.
Mm.
And we did that when she first started streaming too. We did double streams for the regular The Forest, so it's kind of tradition.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be my thing. So Sundays, and then Mondays, Wednesdays, I'll be streaming temporarily, and probably Fridays. So I always post my schedule in the cantina. Sometimes it changes.
Mm-hmm.
Life happens. So, Corn, thank you so much for being here and for talking about spoopy shit, games,
Yes.
and just life in general. It's also, I love getting to know your startup story.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yes, thank you for that.
Well,
I will be streaming tomorrow and most likely Monday. Probably my usual times. Tomorrow I'm streaming Skyward Sword. Monday I have no idea what I'm streaming. But yeah, you can find me here. Yeah, for your viewing pleasure.
Here at my channel that I created,
Yeah.
and you were at it.
I'm not that sassy. Like, everyone thinks I'm as sassier than I am. It's weird.
No, you're perfect. You're great.
No,
The perfect
you're
amount.
perfect.
No!
No,
Legendary
you.
card.
No.
Uno. Legendary card. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Should have cut a ring. What?
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Even if you're just lurking, we love you. Is there anything else you guys want to say?
Corn, take us out.
Everyone, I hope you have a very chilled, corny weekend.
All right, with that, I know who we're rating.
Yes. Who are we rating?
My friend Stony. It is also her birthday. So I haven't rated her in a while, so we're gonna show some love to one of my best friends in the entire world.
Let's go, Stomy. Atomic Heart. Let's gore.
Ooh, heart.
I always forget
Atomic
how to
Heart?
raid.
Oh,
There you go.
it's slash raid.
Yeah, I know.
Space, and then
I know.
Oh,
I
okay,
wrote
sorry.
slash Twitch, and I was like, that's not the command.
Slash Twitch, do my commands.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, I'll see
Yeah.
you guys tomorrow. We will see you guys around Twitch. I'll be hanging out around a bunch of people's streams, and yeah.
Let's fucking gore. I can't hear you, man.
Fighter, you're welcome. I'm a lot better than
No, I can't hear
yesterday.
you.
Oh.